Hey everybody, welcome. We are on episode 1 of Rusthenge, an adventure for levels 1 to 4. Rusthenge is written by Vanessa Hoskins and published by Paizo. You can find all the information about the adventure along with links to purchase it at paizo.com. We're not paid to say that. I just think it's fair. Before running this adventure, we did run session 0 where we defined the house rules. We kind of gave history information for the characters, and we ran a pre-adventure that allowed our players to briefly exercise their characters and get a sense of the town of Osprey, where the adventure is. If you haven't experienced that and you want to, you can find the link to session 0 below or on our page.
Spoiler alert, it was a TPK. Oh, just kidding. No, opposite of that.
We're literally starting with all new characters.
Session zero spoil it for you, but we all died.
Choices were made.
It was shortest campaign.
All right. Well, since we're all starting new characters, maybe you can help us out. Because we're such a small channel, we appreciate if you could like and subscribe. Your vote of confidence really helps get us out to more people. So we appreciate that support. Thanks a lot. It's episode 1. So every time in episode 1, we take a brief moment to go around the table and let everyone introduce themselves. We don't do this other than episode 1. Some shows, I know that on YouTube, every time they introduce everybody, but we figure if you get past 1, you know us already. Let's just get started here. Nate, do you want to start us off in just 2 seconds?
This is about Nate or
about Nate
character?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've been playing D&D and role-playing games and Pathfinder for a bunch of years now. Outside of here, I've got a couple of dogs. They're crazy and fun, and I'm a EV nerd. I don't know what else to say. I'm a programmer. My normal day-to-day like work time.
Nerd.
So, it's getting weird out there.
Nerds who play role-playing games is quite unusual.
Yeah, it's niche, right?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Is it too late to get a new player?
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, we got to jock this up.
All right, Graham, you have any jock cred? Tell us a little bit about Graham.
Well, I did run competitively in junior high school.
Tell them about the bicycles.
Was that from that from jock chasing you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the bullies.
I was a short sprinter, yeah. No, and
You're like a dwarf.
yeah, no, and I also did quite a number of bicycle trips through the Rocky Mountains. Did my first trip from Vancouver to Calgary on the Trans-Canada Highway at the tender age of 13. And about a dozen consecutive trips after that.
Yeah, there's our job.
Well, and
parents still don't know where he's at.
In my normal life, I'm a musician, songwriter, dog trainer, and turn my hand to whatever the circumstances demand.
I just got to know, how hard is it to train dogs to write songs?
They tend to do very well on one note. And boy, have they got sustain.
Yeah, that's the kind of actor I am. I'm a one-note actor. How about Eric? Eric, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Say hello.
I'm Eric. I joined the group in 2021. I'm a writer. It really allowed me to stretch some fantasy creativity muscles. So I've been playing with this group for 5 years at this point, probably. It's been cool to learn from guys who have played a lot more Pathfinder than I have. So it's been a lot of fun. Getting to make crazy characters, like the murder lunch lady I'll be playing today. So I'm excited.
Well, it's good. It's good to know you're in a nice community. How about Cameron? Cameron, why don't you give us a little bit about you?
I'm Cameron. I've been gaming with this group for about 13, 14 years at this point. Time flies.
You couldn't even drink when you first started. It was hilarious.
I know. It was great. And we had people who brewed their own homemade beers and stuff, and I was just sitting there jealous. But I'm in the print industry. I'm a big fan of all sorts of forms of media. So kind of anything you want to talk to me about, I will probably engage with you.
Nice. All right, Zach, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name's Zach. I'm the most recent add-in to this. I came in Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign and everybody was super welcoming. It was super awesome. Yeah, I work out at the Renaissance Festival with Alan. We do that and we have some fun. I'm particularly into right now Warhammer 40K. This is one of my guys.
Nice.
Grady.
That's how much it costs you a year, right? 40K.
Yeah, exactly. This is my yearly salary, and also all of my free time doing that. So, yeah, I'm like
And all your
Cameron.
rent
I'm
fair
into
tips.
all nerdle, yeah, all nerdy stuff. But yeah, it's been great.
Cool. And Mike, what about you?
Yeah, Mike, I've been playing D&D since 1982. So yeah, old OG, red box, the whole 9 yards. I'm also in the print industry, and I do all like all things nerd as well. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, I guess I'm last.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Alan. I'm also a software developer. We have a lot of things in common. I write software. I perform with the Foundry Fire Circus. One of the places we play is at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival, where I get to see Zach running past us. He does all the physical stuff while I sit on the couch and laugh at him.
Yeah, there's our jock cred.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like it's the lowest tier of jock because I'm still at a festival.
a nerd fest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing RPGs also since 1982. I started with the Red Box. I ran a Pathfinder 1E game for most of the people at this table for about a decade. That was a long time. And we switched to Pathfinder 2 just a few years ago right here on this channel. So yeah, so that's kind of our history. All right. Well,
You know, one quick thing. I don't play soccer anymore, but I did stand out in the cold at 20-degree weather for 2.5 hours yesterday to watch the Loons win. So go.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
That's
that's
jock-ish,
loony,
right?
but hey, yeah.
Okay, good.
No, that's hey, soccer is an awesome sport. It's cool. All right. So now that box has been checked. We don't have to do it again until the next time we do an episode 1 or some other time. All right. So let's just jump into the adventure Rusthenge. Is everyone ready to go here?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The village of Osprey Cove has existed for over 100 years. It was built by 2 siblings, D'Artanius and Santui, who fled Riddleport to escape their servitude along with 100 followers. They landed on the southern shores of the Chakakoth Isle in the Ironbound Archipelago to start a new life. Santui, a follower of Caden Kalin, envisioned a commune where people could live in harmony away from the brigands of Varissia. However, D'Artanius, who followed the god of battle, the Lord of Iron, Gorum, wanted revenge. When Santui and D'Artanius couldn't agree, D'Artanius left with his followers to build a new village, Iron Harbor, about 18 miles east along the coast. Separated by rough terrain and difficult waters called the Shard Shoals, the villages have mostly grown apart. Still, visitors have called these southern lands of Chakakoth Isle the Kindred Coast for its history. The southern Chakakoth Isle is often battered by storms and sinister seas. Resiliently, Osprey has since grown into a small fishing commune. People deal in trade as much as coin here. 5 elders lead the commune, but none of them would call themselves leaders. Though the daily handling of the town's affairs is directed by the elders, major decisions are often settled through a village vote. It's now spring, and Osprey Cove is alive with fishing and farming. Though technically owned by New Thassalon, the village is an isolated location of peace. Its greatest enemy are the storms that strike the coast, especially in this time of the season.
And boy, do they.
I'll switch over to the next map here. It's early morning today in Osprey Cove. The previous evening ended with a massive storm striking the village. This happened so often that it would hardly be considered an event anymore, except as the village gathered to bunker against the rain and winds, they discovered the adopted son of Elder Vanus Jacquith had not returned from gathering wood from Foster's Ridge. Elder Ordway, proprietor of the town tavern Caden's Rest, sent a small group of villagers to find the boy. At Foster's Ridge, the villagers encountered a strange creature that was unearthed by a mudslide. They managed to dispatch the thing, but with the weather getting bad, they retreated with Jacquith back to Osprey Cove without any further investigation.
We put that thing back where it came from.
Yeah.
Mm.
In the kitchen of Caden's Rest, Elder Ordway stirs a vat of fish stew she had been cooking for some time. Even the ever salty breeze catches her hair, tickling her nose. She pushes it away with a gust from her lips. Stepping back and staring out the window, the waters of the high tide are swelling as the sea rolls in wave after wave. The docks are nearly consumed by the waters. It's getting late. She pulls off her apron, casts it on a nearby hook with expert precision, and pushes through the swinging door that brings her to the main room. A half dozen or so people are camped out on the floor here, a common occurrence during a storm. She steps up to the nearest young man, squatting down beside him. She takes a moment to admire him with her eyes creased with age. She's not his mother, but since the loss of his parents, she might as well be considered as much. A whistle from an osprey from outside breaks her drifting thoughts. Whip, 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 whip. She reaches down, pressing a palm onto the young man's chest, and gives it a gentle shake. Brock, the storm's past. Wake up.
What's going on?
As Brock lifts his head, why don't you describe your character and tell us a little bit about you?
Brock, he's a good old boy. He's also a cleric of Caden Kalen, a war priest. Kind of goes out there and does things and likes to scrap. So that's Brock Calloway. He's just a good old boy.
As she looks over at you, she says, I need you to help get ready for breakfast.
Sure thing, Ma.
Head into the kitchen. I'm already cooking.
Gets up and goes in there and
Does what he's probably been doing a long time.
yep, stops at a keg and just gets a little
little tap.
little devotion to Caden Kalen and
Ordway suddenly looks down where a white otter has begun to rummage through her tunic. Excuse me, Slush, she says, breaking into a smile. I think someone is hungry. Well, go on. Go wake him up. Slush twitches his nose, then bounces over to a man who's curled up in a sleeping sack. The otter jumps on his head, its sharp claws scratching along the man's chin. Nate, you wake up. You wake up with a claw kind of scratching you. Why don't you describe your character and your name and all that kind of stuff?
That tickles. Get Slush. Whoa, I'm gonna get you. He starts playing with them a little bit. I'm Kalen Ryan. You can always tell when the storms are coming. I have been helping out in the docks here for a while. Try to help price out items and for the ship's captains and the dock quartermasters. Make sure they know what's coming and going. And you can, if you look at him, he's quiet. He's sort of, he hangs out with people and everything, but he sort of like lets other people run things, and he just tries to help out where he can. But yeah, he's always wearing dark clothes, and this otter is this little albino white otter, so they have a nice little contrast going between the two of them.
Do you have eyeliner?
He might have a little bit of dark if he could get his hands on it. He might actually darken,
Nice.
a little bit on his eyes, try to hide a little bit. Doesn't want to be watched.
Nice.
That's for sure. But he plays with his otter, and he'll get up. Hey, what do you need? Do you need anything?
edgelord.
That's all we need.
Can I help with anything?
She looks over to you and says, and smiles and says, "Well, you can go into the kitchen." Ordway says, and help Brock. He's getting breakfast together.
All right, okay, can do.
A young blonde boy has his back pressed up against a rugged woman's side. They share a blanket. The boy's eyes open as he springs up with all the energy of youth, pulling the blanket off with him. "Is breakfast ready?" the boy asks, tossing the blanket aside. The sudden lag of blankets signals something to the rugged woman, who lifts her head. Eric, tell us a little bit about Mrs. Doris and kind of what's happening as you wake up. A little about your character.
Mrs. Doris, as she's called, is a ship's cook of some ill repute. She is large. She wears a garish brooch. Her clothes are often kind of dirty. She does keep a big stained apron with her. She is an intimidating person. Maybe it's the smell of her cigars or the big meat tenderizer hanging off her belt or the big wicked knife she often is seen to use. But nobody messes with her because she's the one that keeps the sailors from starving, and she makes very sure that they know who's boss in her galley. But right now, this isn't her kitchen, and she looks at Elder Ordwin and goes, "Are you really sure that those boys are going to do a good job back there?"
She grins down as you're getting up, and she says to you, "Well, they haven't poisoned us yet, though I can't guarantee anything that they make will be anything that we consider good." She laughs.
"Well, I could help you out, but you're going to have to help me fish. Elder Ondergog says he's going to get me first dibs on the fish forecast, and I'm not passing that up."
She says, "Just have a seat and we'll get your breakfast. That's fine." She then grabs a bucket
All
from
right,
the bar.
I'm on shore leave anyways.
She grabs a bucket from the bar, extending it out to the boy. "Breakfast will be ready shortly, Jacquith. Go fill this with fresh water and grab Kona rubes from the storage shed for everyone." The boy rolls his eyes, grabbing the bucket. "All right," he says, heading for the door as he playfully leaps over one strong man still sleeping, but doesn't exactly clear the jump clean. He stumbles forward, flopping onto the stomach of a snoring dwarf, who bows up with a grunt. Ugh! The boy looks at the dwarf with surprise. "Oh, Cameron." As Tug lays there, Jacquith landing heartily on your chest. What do you do?
Oh, what time is it? Oh, hey, lad.
Hey,
What's going on?
you're scratchy. He reaches over and kind of tugs at your beard a little bit.
Oh, thanks for the wake-up call. So Tug will kind of get the lad off of him, stand up a bit, brush himself off. He was taking a bit of a snooze after working around the town, doing some carpentry for the people. He is a pretty stout dwarf who is got a big carpenter belt on, and where there should be a hammer, he's got a bastard sword hanging out. But yeah, he gets up and he tells the lad, "Well, where were you headed in such a hurry there, boy?"
He holds up the bucket as if the bucket should explain everything.
You got a number 2, eh?
He looks over at you and pushes open the door as he races out, not wanting to answer your question. A bright beam of sunlight streaks across the main room of the tavern. A burly man gets a face full of morning light. Zach, why don't you tell us a little bit about Goric as the first rays of light from the morning strike you straight in the face?
Yeah, so Goric is a bit of a younger guy. He's probably in his early 20s, and he is pretty muscular, and you see a lot of books and journals around his belt. He wanted to be a soldier or something in the army, but when he came here, they found out that he actually had very good annotating, note-taking skills and was very good at that. So they have put him to work doing being a scribe, essentially, much to his chagrin, as he would much prefer to be out doing any kind of soldiering.
As the main room comes to life, a small lump of a blanket that covers the final sleeping body quivers. The noise is too much for anyone to sleep through this. Graham, as the noise wakes you up, how does Leofring react? And give us a little bit about history or a little bit about your character that you want to share.
Well, Leo Fenring, better known as Leo, wakes up and he goes from REM to full consciousness in an instant. And he looks around and realizes he's indoors. And he just goes through his head trying to recall all the events of how he ended up inside. He much prefers the outdoors. He actually grew up around a fishing village, and his parents were fisher folk. But he was out in the forest one day and found that there were quite a few threats out there that threatened the village, and he devoted his life to keeping those threats at bay, and sort of developed an affinity for the forest, which the fisher folk really don't understand, how this young feller with sea legs suddenly became a landlubber. They like him all right, they just don't get him at all.
Well, Ordway orchestrates a well-practiced dance of preparing breakfast for everyone. Tables are cleared and clean, food is handed out, and glasses are poured. In a village where everyone knows everyone, the small talk during the meal is kept pretty much to a minimum. As most of you are finishing, the door to Caden's rest opens, and in walks Elder Vanus. He looks around at first with a little look of worry, until he catches Jacquith sitting at the table, stuffing his mouth with bread. Vanus sighs. Ah, boy, you had me a little worried. The young boy, Jacquith, looks back. I was almost eaten by a ram, he says matter-of-factly.
You hear from the kitchen, they don't eat meat.
He doesn't even bother listening to you. He continues. And there was a man there that came out of the ground. He had this long tongue thing, but he was just laying there even though there was a storm. Vanus
Wasn't a man.
Vanus looks over at you. Did you want to say something? It's okay. Okay. Vanus hugs Jacquith as Ordway looks over at the rest of you. She asks, a man? Something you forgot to tell me about last night?
Hey, it was just some undead thing.
An undead in town?
No, we weren't in town. We were up.
Foster's Ridge is pretty close to town, Ordway says.
Yeah, this is right on the hill.
It looked like it came out of the ground after a mudslide.
He may have been seeking accommodation for the night.
He can sleep in the dirt.
And what was on this thing? Did you investigate it all?
The storm. It was too tough.
Yeah.
We made it back as fast as we could.
That boy there was yelling, and we figured it was our job to go get him.
And bring him back as quickly as possible.
Don't blame me.
We did destroy it, though. It went back to whence it came.
That's concerning. Ordway sits back, stuffing some food in her face a little bit as she chews and thinks. She says, we might want to find out a little bit more about this. Just as she's about ready to perhaps continue the conversation, Elder Beaumel walks into Caden's rest. She directs village farming and general construction. Without greeting anyone, she announces, it's quite a mess out there. The field's drainage must have blocked. I sent Rico and Jet to take care of it. Looks like the blacksmith might have lost part of its roof. At least that's what it looks like from here. We should get on that right away. And the Rog never came back last night, she added, referring to Elder Anlergog, a ranger of sorts who helps direct fishing efforts. He probably went to the Shining Shoals last night, but it's not likely to be gone till morning.
Yeah, isn't that where he said he was going?
Where's he going without my fishing forecast?
We went there to figure out the forecast, I thought.
That's true.
That's his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be back by now.
Ordway stands up and walks over, has a brief conversation with Beaumel, and then back to you, and she says, well, this is certainly starting on an interesting day. It looks like we need to check on and see what happened to Anlergog. At least check out the Shining Shoals and see why he's not returned yet. Someone should probably investigate this man at Foster's Ridge, this undead thing. And someone should check on that blacksmith's home. Any volunteers?
I'll go check out that thing that came out of the ground. No, I'll make sure to annotate everything that I find.
I'll go with you. That's kind of my thing out there.
What about that? Somebody want to go check on Anlergog?
That's out of town, right?
Yeah, it's the Shining Shoals are to the are kind of they wrap around. It's to the west, but it's also slightly to the south.
Well, I'd like to go get Andergog, but not if there's monsters roaming around. Maybe we should go together.
Monsters do seem like a bit of a bigger pressing matter.
You know, Onlergog might have just been delayed. If he's not back by the time we get back, then we'll go find him.
He is quite capable.
Mhm.
Well, if y'all want some company, I don't know. Can I go? Do you need me around here?
Ordwin says, no, that's fine. I don't know if I need a lot of you to walk hand in hand, but together all day. We do have things to happen here, but if you want to all go together, I suppose that's all right. She kind of sees it as an excuse to waste a bunch of time during the day, and she's like, she's trying to get stuff done. There's just been a storm, and there's probably things to take care of in town.
To be fair, if there's another undead on that hill, it would be less dangerous to have more of us.
It did hit pretty hard.
We did leave in quite a hasty manner, too.
Hopefully that corpse wasn't washed away in the storm.
Yeah, let's bring back what we can.
All right. Well, let's.
How long is the trek up there? I mean, it was only like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah. That's
Maybe
it. Yeah.
I'll cover the-
And then the Shining Shoals are about another 20-minute trek, and then there and back. You're a couple hours. She's like, well, just make sure you go check on the blacksmith within the hour. So, if something happened to his home, we want to make sure we give him a helping hand. I know some of you are well versed in dealing with roofs and other construction.
Well, we could give it a shot.
She begins picking up some of the glasses and she tells Jacquith, well, before you head home to your father, you can help me clean up. Ah, do I have to? And her Vanus says, well, yes, you do. Go on. And Ordwin looks to Vanus and says, and you too. And Vanus says,
I'll walk out the door.
all right, you exit the door. It's a bright, burning bright morning. You almost have to squint a little bit as you walk out, but you're well fed, and it's warm enough. It's springtime. It's never truly freezing here, and it's never truly burning hot. In the fact that it always, with the shifting winds of the ocean, it stays relatively within reason temperature wise. Still, that doesn't mean that the sun isn't a little discomforting when you first walk up. What do y'all want to do?
I guess we head towards the smithy.
Yeah, we
Well, I
might
want
to
to
stop
stop there first.
Grab my shield.
If
and
it's in
stuff.
town.
What's that?
Putting on my armor. Since we're going to go out looking for that
Yep.
thing.
Gear up,
All right,
head
as she
towards the
does,
Smithy's house.
Yeah, I
As she
don't
does
know.
that-
Out of town.
Big apron.
she says, Bo Mel says to you as you're kind of leaving. She's like, the smithy can wait. We should go check on Anlergog. We know where the smithy is, and he's fine. I want to make sure that Anlergog is doing all right. He's more important to me. That's what Bo Mel says. And Ordway says, well, I mean, it's probably true, but you all can decide.
That's a good point, actually. There's one person we don't know where they are. The undead, we know where he is. And the smithy, he's probably fine. Just needs some repairs. Let's check for the person that might be in danger still. First. Yeah?
Yeah,
Very
Sure.
that seems so.
Look out of the sea. How's the waves looking? How's the water? How's the wind?
The wind has died down fairly well. It is during a high tide, but the tide is ebbing now. It's starting to lower down as you've had breakfast.
Good.
You can see the waters, the waves lapping against the shore. You're very close to the shore here, so you can definitely get a good sense of what's happening to the water. All right, to get to the ridge, you'll have to go to get to the Shining Shoals. You need to go to the north and then head west. So you can tell me kind of where is that where you want to go first, the Shining Shoals first, or do you want to go
Yeah.
to? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think Bo talked us into it.
All right, your group gathers up. And there's nothing. I want to make sure there's nothing you need to do in town before you head out.
Well, you got your armor on, right?
Right. Everyone's equipped. We did do a session 0, so make sure your characters are all healed up and things like that before we
Add your hero points, folks.
keep going. Get your hero points for today.
Points?
Hero point
Ah.
today. Yeah, nice try. I do sometimes give extra points, but not too often. All right, and on we go. All right, you travel north through the fields, the farm fields. They are, just as Beaumel said, quite wet. You have to dance around. You're kind of hopping and skipping over piles of earth to keep your boots out of the water. Supposedly, it's the drainage systems are being dealt with, but until now, you haven't seen it. The path to the Shining Shoals is well maintained, though. It twists around nature's impedances, but it's wide, flat, and kept. It's wide, flat, and kept of debris. All right. It's a place of serenity and a destination for courting. During low tides, you can skip your way across the revealing rocks nearly half a mile from shore. Just be sure to get back to shore before the tide returns. You emerge from the path that winds its way through the forest, stepping out onto the gritty beach. The sands grind as you step. This is a coarse, sandy beach. This isn't the type of sand that you want to roll around in, but you can kind of, it's almost like little rocks as you wander through. Your approach out into the shoreline. What do you guys want to do?
Well, Slush jumps off my shoulder and runs into the water, and we'll sort of be jumping and swimming through parts of it, just looking for maybe a fish or two to snack on in the morning, and keeping up with us because we can walk along the shore, and he's got a swim speed. So
perfect. Anybody else doing anything as they emerge out into the beach, heading down the Shining Shoals?
Just follow along.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna look for like footprints in the sand.
All right. Why don't you give me a private seek check?
Ooh.
Okay.
I should as well, huh? Guess I was seeking
Yep. Go ahead.
a hand, right?
Did that send it?
I have not seen it.
Okay.
And you said blind gem?
Yep. Blind gem roll. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. There you go. All right. And go ahead and give me that as well, Mrs. Doris. All right. As you walk along the beach, searching, most of you are looking around in the trees. You're looking around in the water. You're probably watching Slush as he sometimes tests your patience by going a little bit too far out.
I'm sure he stops every once in a while with a minnow in his paws. And just...
Yeah, and every once in a while you have to be like, all right, draw him back in. He seems to be he listens to you, but when you're not saying something, he kind of believes that he might not need to listen to you for just a brief moment. The rest of you are walking along that beach. It's then, Eric. It's then that Mrs. Doris, you see at the far end, the edge of the point of the Shining Shoals, you can see a familiar arm of a pale blue undine leaning out from between rocks that are surrounded by shallow ocean waters. Beside the arm is a silver chain with a butterfly of Desna reflecting the morning sun towards you. Standing over the form in the water are 3 frog-like humanoids. 2 are keeping a lookout as the third approaches the fallen man.
Uh-oh.
We go see if they know who you are or if they see you.
Do they look like they've reached the figure already?
They're kind of approaching. 2 are kind of looking out. The third one is looking at the undine, which is Anlergog, in the water.
Ooh, geez. How close am I?
You are going to be about, I don't have the map up yet, but you're going to be at the edge of the map. I'm guessing about 50, 60 feet away. As you're coming
Okay,
around
so
the
it's
corner.
not like I could reach them if I ran for a turn.
No, I mean, you could, well, in one full turn, you probably could. Let me bring up the map for them and let me see here. I'm gonna do a check on them to see if they can see you.
We were not stealthing for what it's worth.
No, I might be a different kind of rogue.
Let's see what they got. All right. As you wander forward, they don't appear to see you. They're looking at the waters. They're looking around. But as you're near the point, coming around the corner, they don't seem to be looking at you right now. You may have the upper hand on this if you want to take action. Or you could wait to see what they do.
I guess if I'm not spotted yet, I'm gonna draw a big dagger and attempt to sneak closer.
All right, you attempt to sneak closer. What's the rest of you going to do as you suddenly see Mrs. Doris draw a dagger, kind of crunch down, and begin walking along the edge of the.
Well,
also
seeing that,
ready
I
my
will
weapons.
draw and I will be on guard and have my shield up,
Okay, your shield's raised.
and I'll follow along a ways back.
I believe if you go into your character and set up a guard as your explorer activity, when initiative is rolled, it'll start with your shield raised. So you can go in and do that. Just double. I have no idea. I think that's how it works. Anybody else going to do anything specifically as you guys approach?
Yeah, I'll be doing the same, going in on guard.
Perfect. All right. As you near, you can see that one of the creatures is getting close to Anlergog himself. It's then that you notice that 3 more of these creatures pop up out of the water and they look around. Appears to be now 6 of them.
Oh boy. Did you say there's a map?
I will bring the map up
Okay.
in a second.
Gotcha.
I'm asking what you guys
Fair,
want to
fair,
do. Okay, they haven't seen you yet, so you guys can leave, or you can do whatever you want to do. Is your intention to engage them, or
I think I'm watching Arodi being sneaky at it. And he's just like, he's just going to keep walking towards the person he knows.
all right? You run out of tree line, Eric. Mrs. Doris runs out of tree line. You get to the edge, and you can see before you is a large swath of flat sand that leads to the rocky shoals where the body and these 6 frog-like creatures are. One frog-like creature is leaning over, and you see it's apparently rummaging or looking around at the fallen Anlergog.
Well, if he's at the body already, or I'm hoping it's an unconscious body.
Yeah.
But if he's there already, I think I might step out and yeah, I don't think I can sneak across that open field in broad daylight. I'm going to step out and try to hit them with an intimidating glare.
Right. As we do so, I'm going to bring the map up so you can target them, etc. Remember that intimidating glare, I believe, still has a 30-foot range, but double check that.
Yep.
And I suppose I would like move up. I'd like
You always yell intimidatingly.
Walk up on him intimidatingly.
I'm going to activate the map.
Oh yeah, I think I definitely yell intimidating.
Put yourself up in the upper left-hand corner up there. Stay within like 2 or 3 squares of the upper corner,
Can't
and then
see
we're going to
it.
start from there. So put yourself up in the corner up here. All right, and then we're going to start from there. And Eric, you are leading the charge. I want everyone to put their characters there. Stop, and I can do this. That's right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal all of the
You're
people.
missing 1 token.
Who's missing?
There we go. I see him on
All right. As we start this encounter, they're kind of taking on an aggressive nature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get everyone in initiative.
was looking at the modifiers and
Graham,
seeing what the options were.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no, I'm slow.
All right, we're gonna begin this encounter. Here we go. All right. As we start off, this boggart looks up as you enter into the main room here. Not sure why it gives me 2 initiative frames up there. I'm going to keep that in mind. It looks up at you and it yells out to you.
Classic.
Oh, you.
That's not Thessalonian, is it?
It is a language called Boggart.
That makes more sense.
Do you speak Boggart? Anyone?
I have 5 unallocated languages currently.
Well, you have to choose them between encounters.
Yeah, between.
Yeah. You could choose to take that after hearing this.
Or the hero point.
What the lovely
Could give us that. No, I'm not going to do that right now.
It's
I'll save that.
a lovely singing voice of the Boggarts. Yeah. You didn't know it. They're on half of Yanni's album. All right. So that's dating me. All right. It runs forward, and it has a sling in its hand, and it looks like in its hand, and he loads it with a stone, and he stares down at you, and he kind of challenges you, and he's going to go and throw it at the first person, which is going to be Mrs. Doris. It winds up, it runs forward, loads his weapon, and is going to assault you with a ranged strike. Boom. It flies wide. All right, that brings us to Tug. Tug, it is your turn. You can see these creatures.
Oh, you're muted.
Tug will move forward. He will raise his shield. And
Did you say you were defending before?
yes.
So you can go ahead and raise your shield, or go ahead and raise it. It would start. Well, it is your turn, so I guess you have to raise it again. Yes, that's true. Okay, so go ahead and raise your shield. You should be able to click raise your shield.
Raise shield. In actions, right? Or I just have shield block. I'll have to add that. I'll get that going in a second. Then I'm just going to actually move a little bit closer because I'm so slow and the rest of you are going to blow by me. But only a little bit because I want to keep you in my aura. My aura will be going 15-foot aura.
All right, shield's been raised. Yep, first time running that type of scenario, so I'll make sure you did it. All right, ready to go? That brings us to Brock.
All right. Okay, go away. All right. Let's see. I'll move forward and I will cast Divine Lance.
Who are you casting it on? This one right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I suppose I should hit attack.
Yep. You're going to target him and then attack him. All right, looks like you hit. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Did it roll?
No, it rolled a hit.
Not damage.
Where does it say roll damage? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. There you go. All right, looks like you're going to do 4 here. And it's going to take that damage.
Is it for me?
All right. It kind of winces.
I don't like these things.
All right, that brings us to the boggart. The boggart, this boggart here. This boggart is going to. It's over. I'm not sure why it gets me 2 readouts there of the initiative. I'm gonna have to fix that for next time. My apologies for covering part of the map up. Let me just move it over here. so everyone can see what's going on here. I'll make it a little smaller. I'll fix that for next time. Learning. All right, this one here is going to go ahead and load its sling. It's going to target. Who is this going to be here? It's going to target Tug, who happens to have his shield up right now, and then he's going to give you a slingshot. Oh, he's got a terrible choice, terrible option. All right, and then he's going to.
Okay.
All right, looks like it did 1d6, 1d8 piercing, but it didn't add your hunted prey. Is the hunted prey within a certain range, or?
The hunted prey is an extra d8 damage.
All right.
In fact, hunted prey gives you a bonus to your
Range.
Yeah,
right,
you don't take the.
What I'm going to do is I'm just
first
going to give you
range.
double damage right now, and we're going to call that.
Okay.
And then we'll figure it out.
All right.
Nice job, Mr. Ranger guy.
And he's dropped him. We'll figure out how hunted prey and stuff works probably before the next encounter. All right, that is all your actions. You did.
This one just went down.
Yep. Did you move? First thing you did is hunter prey. You attacked him. You have another action.
Okay. Okay, then I think I will move over in behind this here bit of wood.
All right, you move back there. Okay.
Yep. On the off chance that it might give me some cover.
You would have to. Well,
You
can take
probably have
cover.
to-
You can
but
take
you'd have
cover
to
behind
take
it, but that's an
cover.
action. That's okay. Maybe next time you can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Gorik.
Okay.
After all this time, it's finally your turn.
Finally. All right. I'm going to double move up to here.
It's difficult
And-
terrain as you walk through the blue, anywhere it's blue.
Yep. So I'm going to, so I can get, that's 50. So I can get to there in a double move.
Okay.
And then I am going to, wait, no, hold on. There, okay. And from there, I'm going to enact this gather to me. So if you are in my command banner aura, you can make a stride action up to me, or you just need to be in my aura by the time you finish your movement. So if you're in the aura, you can make a stride action right now.
How far is your aura?
Oh, we can
You
see
should
the
see the
line.
banner.
It should be on your
Oh, yeah.
character.
Your
Yeah,
character
you
will
should
have
see
a
the banner,
banner.
so.
That's cool.
Yeah, I see it.
So if
Oh,
your
yeah,
banner,
I can
like
Alright,
I,
so I can stride your thing. Nice.
Yep,
only if you don't
get
hit
one
I
stride
gotta
action.
figure out how to make. I gotta figure out how to make one for mine as well.
I'm out of it for a sec.
it should be there.
Yeah.
But remember, the stride is a reaction. Though nobody has used them yet. If you had used your reaction, you couldn't use this.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll
and you,
take a
But
reaction.
I do have an ability to give I can give you a reaction essentially too.
Oh, wow.
nice. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, you called us up.
Commander's cool.
Yep. I
love
run
that.
up, raise my spear to the air, and call you guys to me, and that is 3 actions.
Gods dang it, these landlubbers are fast.
That brings us to Miss Doris. She's got her sea legs on still because the earth, the
I
churning,
guess.
the coarse sand is getting into your boots as you're running around. You're kind of, maybe the bottom of your feet are a little bit like, hey.
Well, I'm gonna move forward once and twice. Let's see.
It's difficult terrain for the blue squares.
25, 35, so that's 45 and 50. Could I get onto the island then?
Yeah, I think so. That seems about right. We'll call it even.
And then with the big mallet in my hand, I'm going to point at this guy and attempt to demoralize him.
All right, target him, and then go ahead and give me a demoralize roll.
There we go. I can use the text box.
Yep, and you were successful. All right.
Nice.
So now they're gonna become intimidated.
Miss Doris says, "Back off him, or you're on the menu, pal."
I see.
You items from the item bar. It looks
There you
like
go.
you should be able to drag.
Yep. He's frightened one.
Nice.
Success.
You better
Cool.
be.
All right. That brings us to Tug.
Okay. Tug will use his cool defensive advance. So he'll raise his shield and stride boldly towards this guy over here. His full
All right.
20 feet, and since he ended next to a guy, he can make a strike.
Oh! Did you have them targeted? I don't see you have them targeted though.
Oh, I didn't target him.
That's okay. Go ahead and target
No,
him.
he's targeted.
All right. Roll critical damage out against him.
Oh, nice.
Critical damage, yeah. Ooh, 18.
Oh my god.
He'll run up with his bastard sword and shield and just kind of come swinging down on him.
Blah! You kill him in one fell shot.
Nice.
These guys aren't nothing. Everybody forward.
All right. I'm sorry. You're done, I think, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Brock.
All right. I am going to cast Bless.
Whoa.
And then, did it cast?
Where's your character at? You'll see it if you have Bless, it goes on in the right corner. So you didn't cast that. Did you hit the cast button? Instead of hitting just Bless the label, you have to hit cast.
All right. And then I will raise my shield.
There. I applied it to you.
Oh.
All right, there you go.
And then I raise my shield.
If you go over to the side here where it says Aura Blessed here, you should be able to pick it up and drag it on and drop it onto your character. So that's always an option as well. All right. That boggart is unfortunately gone. That brings us up to Kayleen. What are you going to do?
Well, those two that were right in the middle was what I was gonna mess with, but I guess. Yeah, right. That guy's 40 feet away, huh? But there's two, so I could get there in 2 rounds considering their 2 movements. But there's difficult terrain, right?
Oh yeah, it's one
So if
square. Counts as double for that square.
Right, so this would be
30 essentially.
basically there to 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there to
There's a
another
rock
50.
there, so you won't be able to go in that spot because you'll be dancing on rocks.
But I go to here then.
Yep, no problem. Remember that counts double that blue square.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I would end right there, basically.
Sure, that's totally fine.
Sure.
Hey,
he's
you run
just gonna stand
forward.
Right in the water.
This creature's looking at you as you come run. These boggarts, they have big eyes for frog eyes, right? Kermit the Frog eyes, and they're like
He kind of
they
like
see
runs
what's running forward. Their eyes get really big.
Leave him alone! And as he sort of leaps into the water, and right then he actually not glass shield. That's not. He casts this gouging claw at him. And
Target
he's
him?
Yeah, he
Claw.
basically these massive like just giant sharp looking claws come out of his arm and just hopefully slice right down into him. Did that attack him properly? I had him targeted.
Nope. Yeah, target him. You just click the gouging claw that you had cast. Then you hit the attack button.
Oh,
See
there
that?
it is. Yeah,
says
attack.
button. Yep. Because it might be
two
mapped.
levels. I had
Yeah.
to switch to. I had to select if I was doing slashing or piercing. It's
Sure.
definitely slashing. All right, and go.
What'd you get?
Ooh.
You critically hit him. You critically hit him. Nice job.
All right.
All right, go ahead and give me that sweet critical damage.
Is it just roll damage?
Yeah,
I'm
hit
looking
roll
for a
damage.
button I'm looking for one in the other.
In the gouging claw,
there, and
right
then it's
below.
select.
Yeah, roll
And it's
damage.
select critical.
Right below the attack you made.
Looks like it gave us a damage with the attack. Oh no,
Yeah.
that was the attack to hit.
Nope. Right where the button where you hit the attack, right below it says roll damage.
Yep. And then inside of there, do I have to pick critical? No, I just roll
Nope.
and then we select critical. That's
Correct, because I could block it with a shield and stuff like that.
Right. Been
Right?
too many times here.
Did you? All right. So this is critical damage though, so he's gonna take.
Yeah, so double basically.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's got bleed damage. That's
Does.
cool.
Yeah, he's gonna have bleed damage too if he's still up.
Nope. He's done.
He just slices him in half. Leave him alone.
Nice.
All right. You moved and attacked, right?
Yes.
All right. This one's like. He runs
Runs away.
and he dives into the water.
Fair.
Hopefully that did he go away from you?
Was.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. That brings us to the next one. He's like,
It worked. It worked.
and the last
They're
one,
leaving him alone.
this one goes, and he drives away. All right, we're gonna with that. The encounter has come to an end.
I'm gonna
Leaving
run over to the guy and find out what happened to him.
All right, he's face down. And he's actually faces in part of the water.
No. Try to pull him out of the water.
All right, as you pick him up out of the water, you see his gills are going,
Oh.
and
right.
he's kind of unconscious. And as you shake him, he becomes more and more aware of your presence. He lifts his head up and he looks at you, and he gives a kind of a weak, kind of figuring you out through the haze of the morning, and he's like,
You're okay.
Kaylee, Kaylin,
Yeah, Analogog, you're okay. Good.
what time is it? He looks up, disoriented.
Points at the sun.
He kind of squints up, and stares, and he goes,
Is he hurt?
he stands up. You have to do a medicine check if you want to find out. Do you want to do that? You're welcome
Yeah.
to.
I'll do a medicine check on him.
Yeah.
Brock's good at that.
Go get him, Brock.
Skills,
Have you been
medicine.
swimming in the
targeted
storm
medicine.
all night, Andlergog?
They won't let me. I have to hit T. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. So
Let's
there's 25 other letters that mess you up.
Don't forget the numbers.
Where's?
You on your skills,
Yeah, I see that.
medicine.
But I'm looking for the feats. There it is. Good.
Perfect.
Recall knowledge.
No, just do a medicine roll.
Not a skill then. Or not the... Nah.
Just tell me what you got. Okay, you got
19.
19. Yeah. He looks like he's been worn down. He has some hit point damage to him, but also he seems to be kind of drained. Seems to be physically drained. He might need to rest. To fix a drained condition that he's in, he's going to take a priest much more powerful than you are to fix that. But a good night's sleep would probably heal him up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna heal myself then.
Perfect. Go ahead and target yourself and heal. He continues. He says, much time has passed. He's staring up into the sun as he stands up. He looks up and he says, and he gets to his feet. And he says, I came to speak to the storm, to discover where the fish would be moving. But I heard nothing from Desna or Gazra. But there was a voice on the wind, one speaking in whispers, but loud enough to drown out the words of my patrons. He looks at all the rest of you in concern.
I listened to the storm too. What did this one say to you?
The voice spoke of a message delivered from the sea, a message we should heed. It said, I will see it safely to Osprey, but that is all I can do. And then there was the most accursed sound of a trumpet or horn. It overwhelmed me, and that's all I can remember. He looks around. I must have lost consciousness.
Those creatures, though, did they attack you? Did they harm you? Or were you just here
What
and they
creatures
found
are
you?
those?
This one
He looks
Look
up.
at the
He kind of
pile
like,
of
like pushes the top half kind of along with the bottom half so that's lined up again. Sorry
He looks
about
over.
that. That.
He says, "Boggarts, no, they weren't here. They must have tried to scavenge for my remains, not realizing I was still alive."
Yeah.
They'd have found out soon enough.
Can I do recall knowledge on that? Are they normally like around this area, like getting this close
Absolutely.
to the?
Did you hit the recall knowledge macro? Perfect. Yes, they are all over the island of Chakakoth Isle. They can be found, as far as you know, anywhere you've been. They sort of linger in the oceans. Just they create little warrens just off of the outside of the bay. They mostly they don't come on the land as often, but they will if they find something worthy enough to trek for. They probably saw him fall, or somebody found him and ran off and got the rest, thinking it was going to be an easy target.
Okay.
He continues, and he looks at you, and Larog says, "Did you see any boats heading into the bay before you left? I don't know what this ominous warning means. Perhaps there's a ship that was battered from the storm. Someone may need help."
Didn't see any ships coming in, but they might be now. He'll look out that direction. And see if we
You're
can
quite
see
a
him.
distance from the bay itself, kind of, and you're kind of wrapped around to the south, so you wouldn't be able to see
So you can't
if
see anything from
anybody's
here.
in the bay. But if they're coming into the bay, you might be able to see it from here.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
You don't see anything though. With the storm being the previous night,
Yeah.
most of the time.
But that's his answer. He's like, no, see, there's nobody's coming in right now.
Yeah, he nods and he climbs to his feet and he lifts up his necklace of Desna, his holy symbol, and he wraps it around his neck again. Probably using it earlier to do the ritual to find the spawning grounds of the fish and where the fish were going to be for this next week.
Slush comes up.
So,
With fish.
yeah, where are the fish gonna be?
I didn't hear. They never said. That ominous voice took over. I'm sorry,
Well,
my friend.
That ominous voice means I don't get a good shipment next time I go out. Well, I guess we got to find out what it was.
Yeah, he gives Mrs. Doris a hearty clap on the shoulders. You'll just have to fend for yourself like everyone else this week, I suppose.
Nobody likes hardtack.
Well,
I've got a trick for that, actually.
I'm heading back toward town. What are you all doing?
I guess I'll check out these boggarts.
All right. Sir,
We'll do that, but there's also an undead. We should check on that.
Yeah, we need to do that first.
We're busy picking up pieces after the storm, and we figured we'd come after you first. I'm glad we did.
Yeah, glad you're not dead.
he runs off and kind of gives a hand wave, like a backward wave, like he's more
Done with us.
yeah, well, more like he's
Later.
woke up in a disoriented run and wants to get back to town. The rest of you
Maybe
staring.
mildly
On the
embarrassed.
dog. Be careful.
Lots
then
of
he-
monsters of
Then he
late.
pulls off his mask and he's actually a boggart. No, I'm teasing.
Oh my god!
With the horn.
It was the Adlergog all along. All right.
And he would have succeeded if it wasn't for us meddlesome kids.
All right. Looking at these creatures. I wonder if I can turn them into a.
Sack.
Yeah, I'm going to turn them into lootable. Woohoo! All right. Now, can you get next to them and
Yay.
double click them?
Yes, I can.
All right. Now you can.
Sling, club, leather armor, bullets.
Now, nobody at home can see this, so when you talk about it, make sure you kind of announce what you found and what you're going to take. So for people, everyone kind of, even me including.
Suppose we have, what is it, 4 of these guys? 3 of these guys? Do you think, does anybody else want a sling? I don't know if I'm very good at these.
I'd
No,
take
like,
a
okay.
set of this leather armor. It doesn't look too bad. Maybe I could fetch a coin or two for it.
I can give slinging a try.
How do you take it?
A crude
Drag it
weapon.
to your character.
You go ahead. You take it. There's a little take button.
Should be able. Can you drag it to your character? the items?
There's a take button
Okay,
on the right
there you
you
go.
can use.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Gorik, are you going to take these?
No, I don't. I'm fine. You can have them.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
All right. After you've gathered up what you're going to take from the boggards,
There's a take button, but I can't take it. Oh no, it's one-handed. That's what that is.
let me see what's going on here.
Yep, you're right.
You do just have to have
Yeah.
both windows open and drag.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's what I've done in the past, but I don't know everything about this Foundry yet, so I'm learning some new things too. All right. Now that you've, it also tells me on the little thing here when people take stuff. That's nice. I can,
Perfect.
yeah, keep track of some of those things. Okay. Now that the bodies have been stripped clean of anything you want to take, is there anything else you want to do today? Or do you want to spend the rest of the day drinking beer on the shoal and then return back and say, oh, it was a long day?
Oh, we got to go check on the blacksmith and check on the undead.
Well, the undead is on the way back. You can stop there and then hit the blacksmith. That would probably be
Perfect.
the easiest. But you can tell me if you want to do something else.
That works.
Stands up on this rock,
Yeah.
looks around, speaks.
You do some seeking.
Well, we got sand in our boots. Does anyone want to go get mud in there too?
Yep.
It's all the same to me.
All right. Are you guys ready to head back out now?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. You exit the Shining Shoals, heading back north by northeast around the outer cove here, which wraps around into the location where you branch off and take it toward the farms that are in Osprey Cove. You hit the northern edge of the Osprey Cove farms, and there where Foster's Ridge is to the north. You turn up that, it becomes a steep climb. Suddenly, it kind of goes up some heavy rocks. You've been here the night before, obviously. As you near Foster's, as you near Foster's edge there, you should be able to see your characters. You might be on their map already, or you can move your characters down. And that's completely up to you. You, as you near the edge, you can see this creature is sitting there. It is
Still dead?
still dead. You climb up the steep ridge. The soil here is wet from the rain, but the climb now is easier. All signs of last night's events have been washed away except for the body of the creature you encountered.
Yeah, I want to take out my notebook and start just annotating, see if I know anything about this. Kind of, once again, do a recall knowledge.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a recall knowledge roll. Now without the haze and rain, the body's details are clear. The thing looks to be partially rotten, wearing a chain shirt, but this is more than just a zombie. You heard of the dead that walk, the shambling creatures that lumber through the night. There has been more than one camp story about them, but now in the bright morning light, the reality is even darker. This leathery skinned thing has no stench of death. It looks more dehydrated. But the oddest thing about this is where a tongue might have been, where the jaw has been completely broken away and the tongue is completely missing. When you encountered this thing, they had the night before, you distinctly remember this thing having a long tongue that lashed out at you as you quickly darted about. All right, so we did a recall knowledge on it? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you target it when you did it? I appreciate it if you did.
Oh, let me go back.
Go ahead and target it and give me a recall
Sure.
knowledge.
So,
It'll just
target,
tell me if
okay.
you succeed and stuff.
And there you go.
I'm looking it over too.
Perfect.
We'll start poking around its pockets.
The nice thing, it isolates whether you succeed or not. All right. Okay.
What's this?
What's this? What's this?
All right. But we'll get to the strange green metal fragment that's in there in a second. But for now, Zach,
Okay.
what you know about this is that this thing is not just a zombie, but a void zombie. And it arises when a humanoid dies and is returned from the larvae of something called an akata that attaches to the deceased creature's brain. You don't know much about the akata, but you know they're kind of like these weird creatures that have shown themselves through Galorian. Their history you're not too sure about, but you know they're blue. And they have some kind of larvae that they spew, and they create these void zombies. Beyond that's what you know.
Do you think that's where its tongue went? That it actually was like, this larva?
Not
You can know
it's possible.
You can know
I've seen them flop around a little after you cut them, but not like that.
You can know a piece of meta information about them as well, Zach, if you want something. In case you encounter them again.
Yeah. Any immunities?
Yeah, it has several immunities, and I'll give you 2. They are immune to poisons and disease.
Don't know if any of us can do that, but it's good to know.
What's this right here? He jingles a couple pieces, silver pieces.
Yeah, you found some silver in there. You found a chain shirt, and you found this strange green metal fragment.
He counts out the silver pieces, and we'll start handing them out to everybody.
Okay. Did you just do a split on them?
I don't know if I can.
I don't know if you can with the creature. I know the piles have it, but you can go ahead and do that. All right. You look at this creature, you look at the jaws, and you find this green metal fragment inside of its pouch. Do you want to try identifying it? Who took it? Did you take it?
No, I just poked at it. I'm asking these guys, what is it? What is that?
I can try. Yeah, I'll try to identify it. What kind of skill would I need? Or should I use?
I think I do it this way. I think I create a role for you. There you go. You can target your character and then click on that recall knowledge roll, and it will do it.
Okay. There you go.
You failed. You're unable to. You're not sure what it is.
I'm not too sure, unfortunately.
If somebody else wants to go ahead and check on it, they can definitely try.
How do we do it?
There is a chat box that was created called Strange Green Metal Fragment with a recall knowledge roll.
I'll give it a shot. I got some religion knowledge.
I'll take a look at it.
You can loot a subset of the silver pieces by dragging it on, and they'll ask you how many do you want.
All right. Everyone has failed to identify what this thing is.
Maybe we should take it back to town and find out what's going on.
Wait, do you think that its
that's
tongue might
smart.
have crawled away like a snake? He'll look around at
that's
the
just creepy.
terrain around it.
All right. Give me a sequel.
Hey.
Okay, you want me to target him again?
No, just give me a generic sequel, and I'll actually I can do this. Let's do it this way.
Blind.
I will.
Blind seek.
Hold on.
Bring the mysterious artifact to the center of town.
Are you gonna give me a?
Bad will happen.
Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Someone gonna take it?
All right, go ahead and give me a. Did you see that?
Yep.
We're seasoned adventurers.
Public
We don't
or
have
private?
to just go.
You can do
grab
a public because
things.
it'll tell you if you pass or fail.
Ooh, a pretty
I
good
get-
roll.
All right,
Success.
you're succeeded. Okay, perfect. Nate, as Kayleen Kayleen Rhyme. Sorry.
Yes.
As Kayleen Rhyme looks around, you kind of walk around the sandy soil and kind of staring around at the earth, trying to track the traces. Now remember, it rained, so everything should have been washed away. But at a certain point, you pick up almost like a slithering snake, something moving through the coarse earth. You follow it, and just as something, it looks like there's something about 18 inches long that's slithering slowly toward a rock crevice. It's mottled brown, but it's swollen with kind of like a red bubble through its middle. And it seems like it's going.
He's like,
Are
there
we
it is!
sure this? Are we sure this
There it
isn't
is!
Call of Cthulhu?
Ah! He yells, and he's gonna try to attack it.
You're gonna try to attack. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just give me. I don't have a token for it, but just go ahead and give me a target roll for attack roll, and I'll tell you if you hit it.
Okay, that works. I think. He's gonna do his. He's gonna use his gouging.
Gouging claw.
Claw again. Yeah, that was fun. We'll
Okay.
do. We'll try to do slashing because it's small. And
Okay. Go ahead and give me a slash.
Yep. Attack. Roll. Yeah, beautiful bean footage. Ooh, got a little startled by that one.
All right. As you slice at it, you get 3 actions. You can attack. You can attack it because otherwise it's going to move into the rock and might be difficult. Anybody else want to do anything?
I guess.
I'll cast a vitality lash at it.
You didn't see it? And he didn't point it out.
Didn't point it out.
No, well, then I'll take my. Yeah, good, fair. I was yelling, and then you're right, but pointing out is an action, right? So
Yep.
I'll take an action and point it out. There it is, right there.
Yeah, it's trying to hide.
And then I slash at it right
Yep.
after that.
All right.
So that's my third.
So Brock, you want to run? You want to run over there? You get 1
How
action
far?
to move to it, and then 2 actions to do something else.
Okay. Where is it?
It's just somewhere. We're kind of
Say it's here.
metagaming here.
Yeah.
We're kind of theater of the mind here. All right. So it's going to have a DC 17 savings throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me do this here. All right, it's going to critically succeed.
Yes. Wait, no.
Okay. I
They're saying his thing was going to critically succeed. No.
Yeah. Anybody else want to do something? It's slowly moving to the rocks.
okay. I am going to
Get it.
tactical takedown. So I direct a coordinated maneuver that sends an enemy tumbling down. I can signal up to 2 squad mates within my aura of my banner, and those allies can stride half their movement as the reaction. And if they end adjacent, the enemy must succeed a DC 17 reflex save against or fall prone.
All right, I'm going to make the save because we're kind of theater of the mind here.
Yep.
So I'm going to kind of let it. It's. I'm going to go ahead and roll this.
I think when you give an order, Miss Doris goes, "All right, on it," and just dives at the thing.
I'm going to be successful in my save.
Jeez.
Damn. Dang. All right. Yeah, that's me.
Anybody
So
else want to do
I
anything?
Dive into the muck. Damn it!
I'm going to jump at it too and try and stab it with my flissa.
Okay. All right. Give me an attack roll on it.
Okay. Strike.
Just give me a generic attack roll, and I'll let you know if you hit it.
14.
I think you hit. Let me double check here. Its armor class is. Yes, you hit it. All right.
Nice.
As you strike into it, I'm going to roll a random character. This is what we do here.
4 points of damage.
All right, Leo, you target it yourself. All right, as you strike into it, the thing rips and tears open. The blood inside of it spewing
God.
out, spraying
That's
all
all
over
right.
your face.
I feel like we
You're
could have
like-
seen this coming.
Yeah, it tastes like Brock. He drained you last. You remember he drained you during the session 0. That was his blood. As you take part that the fleeing tongue of this larvae of this weird creature that you know very little bit about, but that it's some blue creature that lays larvae.
Ugh. Is it dead?
Yes, it's not moving anymore.
Kicks it a couple times.
And
to
Leo is spitting, going, Brock, you need salt.
A little more iron.
I do put a little salt in my beer.
I'm gonna grab a big leaf here, and I'm bringing this back. This is worth showing to people. This is weird. So he'll go find something to grab it with, so he doesn't have to touch it.
No problem. Why don't you give me a survival roll, and we'll see. As long as you don't get less than if you don't get less than a 10, you'll be fine.
Alrighty. Going back to my skills. I lost it.
You can just do a public roll on it. You'll know.
Yep. Here we go.
Nice.
Ooh, pretty good.
Yeah, you're able to get some leaves and wrap it up and retain all the obviously the sprayed out blood, but most of the item you're able to keep.
Perfect. Slush is like, no, not eating this. This is no gross.
I'm picturing.
I don't know. Maybe you could do it up in like a jelly or something.
I'm picturing.
Brock's blood's just dripping out of it still. Like, do you really want to eat that? No.
And I don't think that's a great idea.
Neither do I.
I'm thinking of was it Finding Nemo? Mine.
Yeah, that's what Slush is doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you heading back?
Did you guys all loot? You guys all loot your silver out of this thing?
I took 2.
Everybody can take 2
Yeah,
or 3.
I took 2.
There's gonna be a couple extra at the end, so
Yeah, I took 2.
Okay.
All right.
get in there, drag it on. I'll grab a couple more just to we can share them later.
Perfect. You clean out the rest of this undead body. Its jaws just ripped out. You see it kind of shattered in that, and you have now the remnants of this weird larvae thing that was in its tongue. And you're going to head back to town. Quite a busy day today, as you just woke up this morning and you're running around.
Is anybody still injured?
No, I healed myself.
No.
Good.
I am slightly injured.
Should we find the blacksmith?
You're slightly injured? You want me to heal you up?
Slightly. That would be fantastic.
Just heal him
Can't
slightly.
get this cut to stop bleeding.
All right, go ahead and target him. And what are you going to? Are you going to do a heal check on him?
Yeah.
Treat wounds.
Where?
Going to spend 10 minutes and treat him.
Yep.
Okay.
Where are you? There.
Okay.
But don't move.
He's
What, are you
running
touching
away.
me?
He's like, you can't treat me.
You can't treat me.
He's like, okay, go. No, psych.
Let's see, administer first aid. Where? Give me the dice. Treat wounds. There it is.
And a little dice symbol.
Yeah. Stabilize. Oh, just one
just
off.
barely.
Okay, you spend 10 minutes. You're not able to do it. You can certainly spend longer. It's your time.
No, we got to get to the blacksmith. She said within an
That's
hour.
all right. I'll figure it out in town.
Well,
I appreciate
we'll do it.
your efforts.
Well, we'll do it when we get there.
All right. After a busy morning, you've found these boggards, and Alnergod gave you some ominous warning about what he saw.
Wait,
About a visitor or something.
I'm gonna bring that green metal fragment too. We should show that.
You gonna grab that?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
probably a
thought
good
somebody
idea.
did.
I got it. Come on.
All right. The green metal fragment in your possession, and you head back to town.
Who's the smith? Do we have a smith in town?
You do.
Yeah, we
you
know
do have
him.
a smith in town, and you're going to know him. The name of the smith is Shev, Shev. You've known him and his family. He has 2 daughters and a wife, and you've known him in town forever. All right. You head back.
Oh, I suppose we're going to the smith, aren't we?
Yeah. You head back to Osprey Cove, and when you head around to the outside of the map, and you can find the smith over on the side, right over here.
Look what I found.
All right, you head toward there. As you approach, you travel east around Cadence Bay, leaving the heart of Osprey Cove to a smaller collection of buildings. Blacksmith Shev is more than capable of dealing with any structural issues the storm might have brought, but you could always give him a helping hand. That's what kind of town Osprey Cove is. Sure enough, the blacksmith's roof has partially been collapsed. The door to the blacksmith's is open, and you can hear movement within. We're going to theater to mind this for now. What would you guys like to do?
What's his
Hey,
name?
Shev.
Chev,
Chev?
S-H-E.
Chev.
Hey, Chev, we got something for you. We're here to give you a hand if you need it.
As you step up toward the door to talk to him, you can see that Chev is moving furniture inside as his father, the most venerable of blacksmiths you've ever seen, Fogren, is talking. Yeah, not since the storm of 79 have I seen anything like this. Right in the center of the blacksmith shop is a massive log that teeters against the outer wall and is wedged into the stone forge. Looks like part of a tree has been launched or flipped over and sent into actually his roof. That's how powerful the storm was. Chev looks up at you kind of when he hears your voice, Brock, and he says, "Oh, well, everyone doing all right in town?"
As far as I know.
Mostly. Elder Andlergog seemed to be out swimming all morning. Said he heard some crazy stuff.
Well, it couldn't have been more crazy than this. You see him kind of tap this massive tree that was launched into his roof. Chev's two daughters appear from behind the tree and they're inside as his wife enters the back room. Bianca and Beatrice giggle when they see you.
Look at this. He holds up the void zombie tongue in the leaf.
That's what you do to them?
Yeah. Look what we found.
You look at both of them. You need a keen eye, by the way, to tell them apart. They look almost identical. They could be identical. They are identical. One of the girls points out.
I do like me some twins.
One of the girls looks out at you, and the first one says, points out as you holding that. She's like, "Oh, where'd you find that? That's so." And she gets big smiles. She's like, and I thought we had something. We had something great. Have you seen anything so big? He kind of hits the side of the tree, and she's pointing at. She's like very excited about everything that's going on. A big tree landed in her living room. You're coming in with this weird, strange thing. She tries to climb on the log as her mom darts forward. Bianca, let's not get in your father's way. She picks her up as the kids start struggling. The kids are more like 8 or 9 years old. They kind of struggle.
Oh.
The other daughter sighs, bemoaning, "Never having kids." Sheb asks as kind of climbs out and looks over and he goes, "Well, I could sure use a hand here if you all came with a strong back." "What is that?" Looks over at.
It's the tongue of a void zombie.
Void what?
The what?
Void zombie.
That is void. I don't know. He said that's what it's called.
Yeah,
don't get it all over. I would. You know what? He looks over. He looks at the tree.
Empty now. That's Brock's blood, anyways.
He looks at the tree. And he looks at the blood that's dripping on the floor, and he's like, well, he just gives up.
Well, I just show him the metal thing.
Oh yeah. What's this? He pulled this thing out.
Then slaps Tug and Gorik.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're probably the 3 strongest.
He looks at the thing and he says, "I think it's some kind of sky metal, but what kind it is, I'm not sure." That's what the Chev says. He's a little perplexed by it. He goes, "It looks too weak to work. I thought sky metals are tougher than this."
Sky metal? You mean like a shooting star?
Yeah, like a shooting star. Exactly.
If it's too soft, maybe it is not. It came from the zombie. It was sort of in him.
Maybe it just needs some
like
working to be able to be
No, it was
used.
in his pouch.
Oh.
Get the details for you.
Maybe it's instead of a sky metal, it's a earth metal. Sea metal. Ooh, that would make sense. Since there's a storm.
I think you're on to something.
I think he's on something.
What you'll know, what you know is that metal, sky metals are metals that are from, supposedly, this is legend, distant planets or fallen stars. So during Earthfall, when they had that massive fall, a lot of people considered that at first to be sky metal falling from the sky. These metals are extremely rare, and some can be expensive. That's all you know. But he doesn't know what it is. He just knows that it is sky metal, but what type it is, he's not sure.
I heard a story about Numeria.
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a land, far inland. Some kind of thing fell. I just heard stories about it. Kind of crazy things going on there.
Sure.
The zombies?
I don't know.
You see
I just heard stories.
You'd see two rednecks there trying to decipher things as their brains are churning away. They're just like,
I hear plenty of stories too, typically from the kinds of guys who tell stories about fish a mile long and storms that lasted for weeks. Tall tale kind of men.
Yeah. He says, well, I do know that sky metals fall a lot of places. At least that's what I heard. I've never seen one, but it sure does look like it, like one described to me. He hands it back to you and he says, I don't know, it looks kind of neat.
Yeah, he's sort of like staring at it now.
Yeah,
looking to see if it refracts any light.
Not exactly. You can see that it's appears to be a pale green, almost crystal, but that's what you see. It almost seems crystalline. So if you kind of showed up to the sun, maybe you get a little green reflection, but it doesn't really. It's not metallic.
Yeah. Cool. All right, I'll put the stuff away and help, I guess.
Yeah. He says, great. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. Are you guys going to help him try to get?
Yep.
Okay, so what I need people to do is you guys can decide how you want to help him. You need a certain amount of successes before you have a certain amount of failures, and this is going to determine whether you can help him before you cause enough damage to wreck his house.
What, an athletics check? Or?
Well, you're going to tell me what you're going to do. So we're going to go around. You're going to tell me
describe the
what
scene
you're gonna...
again. Is it wedged like an angle?
There's a tree. This big stump is kind of come bursting through the roof. Kind of landed through the roof. But it didn't break off nearby. It literally launched through the air. And
that's what I was wondering.
It's fell to the roof, and so part of it's kind of up on top of the roof where the wall hits the roof line, and part of it's came down and kind of wedged against the forge.
So we don't see all the a root system of an uprooted tree. It's just like a.
It looks like it was probably snapped off.
Yeah. Okay. Wild.
But it's big enough, it's like 12 feet long, and it just came slamming right through the roof, just took it right out.
I got some rope here. If that would help to keep it away from the forge.
Just try and get in there and muscle it out.
All right, so you're gonna probably use athletics. What do you want to try to do?
I'm gonna use my intelligence to try to help them maneuver and keep it away from damaging the forge at all. I'm less worried about the
crafting,
wall,
like a crafting roll.
No, maybe. I'm not trained in crafting though.
Well, sometimes they got to make a difficult roll. Anybody else? We have 4 other people who want to help.
I will also try to brute strength lift this thing.
I'm
off.
trained in crafting. I can help.
There you go.
Try to help rig a rope or something.
Yeah, I feel like I do crafting for this.
Perfect. Let's go. Let's just start. Let's start with Eric, and then we're gonna go from there. And we're gonna let everyone take a roll. Basically, you need to get a number of successes before you get a number of failures.
If somebody else is working on the rope, I'm just gonna use athletics. I'm gonna help lift.
All right, give me an athletics roll then. Let's go ahead and give me a roll right out in public. You'll know what you got. All right.
18.
Eric, as you get underneath there, you start picking up along with Chev. You seem to start moving this thing. It's kind of rolling a little bit. It's difficult but you seem to have a good grip on it. Let's have Cameron. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to grab the other side and lift it up?
Yep, I'm going to be brute strength in it.
All right. Tug gets underneath it, gives it a lift. Ugh. You press up against it, but as you do so, you see that a part of it is kind of rolled off your shoulder, and when it does so, it kind of takes part of the forge, the stone forge that's there, gets kind of scraped up a little bit. Let's go to Zach. Zach, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to do this a crafting, try to kind of see where a good fulcrum area would be to help them and kind of point it out to them.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me a roll. Give me a crafting roll. Oh, it could have been natural 20.
Nah. 21.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see that Goric gets under and starts yelling for the two of you to move up a little bit. You're too far at one end. It's too heavy. By moving back, it's going to make it easier to move. And you guys move back up. You're creating more leverage to move this massive tree stump. Let's go with Leo. Graham, what do you want to do to help?
Yeah, I want to help roll the tree too.
You're going to use some physical strength?
Yep.
All right, go for it.
Okay. That'll be
an athletics roll.
Athletics, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you didn't critically fail. That's good. All right. As you get under there, you get under there with your frame. You start lifting it up. And as you do, you just give it enough force that the top of the tree starts coming down, but you're the only one on the back end, and you're getting almost crushed underneath this thing. Does somebody else want to help him out here?
Yeah.
We have Brock. What do you want to try to get in there and help him out? The tree is kind of moving around, and you see Chev trying to grab one end, and everyone else is kind of being pulled back. The whole thing is like, ah. And you see Chev's wife just goes, oh, and grabs the kids as you're going right toward the window.
Oh no!
All right. Brock.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So you got to bring it to success. That'll bring it to success.
Yeah.
All right. As for those of you who didn't do session 0, our hero points just raise your level of success by 1 now for Rusthenge. All right. Yeah. It almost you see this going right toward, because falling down going right toward the window that you happen to know that Chev's wife saved up for a whole summer of working extra to buy that window. And as it nears by, her face just draws gone. At the very last second, your big mitt of a hand goes in and puts it in between. It slams right between the two. You're going to take 1 point of damage as it hits you. Ow. You're like, oh, you kind of feel it just pinching you. Like, oh. You manage to just rescue it at the last second so that you don't break the window.
Oh, thank God.
All right. You want to? What do you want to do?
I think I haven't rolled yet. So
yep.
I had my rope out and I was trying to grab it and just sort of help to winch it to the side so that we can get it in and secure it a little bit better.
Okay. So what kind of roll do you want to make?
I think that'd be crafting.
Okay.
I'm not trained though, so we'll see how this goes.
Oh,
dang it! I guess I'll use my hero point too.
Okay, so you're gonna
that'll
go
be a regular failure rather than a critical failure. Yeah.
I think that's
You run
smart.
forward and put your head through the window.
Whoops.
All right.
Ay.
All right. You run over and you use your rope to kind of pull the thing off, and when you do, it swings around, and there are some hammers that are sitting on kind of hanging along the wall, and as you hit them, the hammers come falling down one by one, cracking part of the floor. And Chev looks at you, and Chev looks over at you, Kalen, and he's like, "What are you doing?
Slow it down, guys! Slow it down!
Everybody, turn it. Take it. Everyone, stop. Take a deep breath." Okay, you guys are teetering on the point of failure here. So, Eric, what are you gonna do? You come around to you again. You see this thing kind of swaying here, and it's scraping across the wall. things are falling off the wall.
God.
His wife is grabbing his kids for dear life. His kids are, one kid's like, Mommy, what are we doing? The other one's like, let me go.
Oh no.
Well, I can't rightly demoralize a log. Fortunately,
Have you tried?
But,
Glare at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to help hold it steady for a bit. I'm just gonna try to get kind of underneath it a little more.
Well, let Caden guide you, and I'll cast guidance.
Okay, you're gonna use your turn this time to cast guidance. Okay, so you cast guidance. So go ahead. So you're gonna go ahead and give me a balance roll. Why don't you give me you can give me an acrobatics check or a balance check if it's better for you, Eric.
Sure. Is a acro? You mean as opposed to an athletics?
Well, you said you were trying to balance it. You're already trying to steady it, right? Or do you want to?
Yeah.
You want to grab it? You can do that too. Give me an athletics.
I want to get it to stop moving. I wanted to kind of just put myself underneath it a little more.
Perfect. Give me an athletics check. I misheard what you were saying. So give me an athletics check. All right.
There you go.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
You managed to grab it.
+1 on that too.
Yeah,
If
perfect.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't carry it over to the next, but it does. It's awesome that he did it. All right, so you managed
Okay,
to
it's
grab
really
this thing.
heavy now.
All right, you managed to grab this thing and struggle with it.
Now what?
That
After
brings
losing
us to-
grip on it last time.
to, what are you gonna do? You are almost gonna fail this thing. I'm just letting you know.
After losing grip on it last time, Tug reaches down to his carpenter's belt, pulls out his clan dagger, shoves it into the side of the big trunk to get a better grip, and then he's
All
going
right.
to try to hoist it.
All right, give me a check.
Ugh, I'm going to use my point.
Okay, go ahead and use your hero
God.
point. All right, that becomes success. As you do that, you see that Tug grabs it, slams his dagger and twists it, and all of a sudden, things just kind of lock into place, and you're able to maneuver it outside of the door just enough to kind of get it on the other side, and it just gets so heavy at the other side that you kind of drop it into the dirt just outside the door. Everyone exhausted, staring down at this log. It's taken you a good 20 minutes to try to pull this thing out of there. Some of your hands are scraped up, your shoulders are scraped up, your face is probably rubbing against this thing. Everyone's fairly exhausted at this point. But you managed to succeed past the challenge and get the log out of his house.
I'll go help pick up his hammers and stuff for him.
Now what I want everyone to do is everyone give me a secret perception roll.
Private GM.
Yeah, private GM, secret GM, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
It looks like that little no eye button just does that.
Yep, you can leave that,
From,
select it, and it'll do it at the bottom.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. All right. All of you are kind of sitting there, kind of exhausted, and you're sitting around. And Chev is kind of reaching out and getting some water. And his wife comes out and starts getting pitchers out to give everyone something to drink and clean yourself up. Anybody want to do anything?
I'll go help him pick up those hammers. I'm sorry about that.
I'll look at the blacksmith and say, "Can we help you trash your kitchen too?"
he goes, "Oh, Leo, if it wasn't so tragic, the amount of work I'm going to do over the next couple weeks here to get this thing fixed, I'd appreciate maybe come back this week and we can clean it up. I think I'm just going to try to patch up the roof just so the rains don't come in. Maybe you can give me a helping hand with that.
Be happy
Anybody
to.
else going to do anything?
I'm gonna look out the door. How close
right.
is how close are we to the water here?
You're right next to it. You are in this building right here, and there's like this dock. There's this kind of this jetty that's here. This is like a man-made set of stones that they placed to kind of break the waters. so that during high tide, heavy rains, it kind of broke it up so that when it hits the shore, it's not so damaging.
Miss Doris says, I'm breaking a sweat. I'm gonna go wash my face. And head down to the dock.
Okay. All right. You head down toward the dock. All right. What's the rest of you guys going to do?
Finish getting his hammers all hooked back up where they
All right.
were.
You're going to help them out. They get you something to drink, maybe a little snack, some food. They have some apples there they're going to hand out kind of from a job well done. And his wife jokes about obviously owing you all a hearty ale at the inn later on tonight, and then they begin helping you get directions and help to help them patch the roof up as much as possible. He walks back and starts finding some lumber, some wood he can muster out, and the rest of you start doing that. Eric,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Eric, as you walk toward the jetty, you can see that there is something clearly floating in the water there. It's 6 feet long and reflects the sun back at you as it shifts in the bay. As you near it, it looks to be a humanoid floating face up in the water between the rocks.
Huh. Can I reach it from here?
You'll have to climb into the water most likely, or climb across the rocks and balance to pull it up. The rocks can be slippery.
I think I can make it across the rocks.
All right.
I try to climb over the rocks. I'm gonna try to go get it.
All right. Let me give you a check here.
Is that one of them void zombies?
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Acrobatics.
Yep. All right. You begin climbing across the rocks. Now they over the years with all the water going by, they're slick. They're not wet. They're just slick as it is. You get out about 6-7 feet out past, and suddenly one of your feet comes down. You practically your one leg practically bends back as you end up going face first toward the water. You can try to catch an edge if you want, but it's not going to do you much good because you're going to end up in the water one way or the other.
Oh, shit. No, I just land in the water, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of belly flop into the water. And as you do, all you can think about is all the cigars sitting in your pouch.
Oh, damn it.
When you do so, you land in the water, you look up, and you can see floating in the water, face up, is a humanoid in a full set of armor. But the armor is heavily corroded. There are 2 long arrow shafts driven out from its leg and its shoulder. The body has something metallic in its hand that is clinging to, but you're not sure what it is from your position. The body doesn't move, save for the shifting that's caused by the sea moving it through the breaks. So it's just kind of like caught between these rocks.
Does he have a name tag that just says Isildur or something?
I'm gonna swim up to it. Sorry, pal, I'm not a mermaid. And I'm gonna try to rip whatever he's holding out of his hands.
All right,
he looks dead, right? He seems pretty dead.
You're not sure. I'm just telling you. I'm describing what you see. As you get close to him,
Use your medicine check.
When you get close to him, he doesn't look like he's moving. It looks like his face is
dead enough. Give me that.
Greenish spots. His whole armor is all rusted and tarnished, as if it's maybe been in the water for a while. You have to do some checks to know for sure. You open his hand up and you pull out he has in his hand a metal symbol, and I'll show you what that is. If I can bring it up quickly here. There.
Oh.
It is the symbol of Gorum,
Oh.
the god of battle. Do you know that Gorum is the god of the people of Iron Harbor, the nearby town that you have not seen much from in a long time, being here from Osprey Cove.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna take that.
Seems to be not in the greatest shape, but it's certainly, it's metal.
I guess I'm gonna try to pull the body out of the rocks just to see if I could drag him up on shore.
Just give me any type of check you want, maybe an athletics check, just to do that. Won't take much. No problem.
15
You
to
managed
swim
to
it?
you kind of swim it back, and you manage to drag it back up on shore. Just as you're doing that, the rest of you realize that Mrs. Doris has not been back in a while, and you think maybe she might be trying to get out of the work that the rest of you are supposed to be doing.
What the heck, Mrs. Doris? I'll go look out the window at her.
Yeah,
Towards
she's
where
an
she went.
old woman. That's fine.
As you see her, you see at first that she's climbing out of the water, and you're
Oh,
kind
she
of
fell in the water.
perplexed. And then you see her kind of hoisting something up.
She's pulling a body out of the water. He says out loud to everybody in the room. Yeah,
She's what?
he's got armor. She's pulling a body out of the water. Who's that?
Rush out.
Just will run out.
Tug will be ready to help
Figure
him
that would
up.
trigger a whole bunch of people to run out of the building.
Yeah.
Go look.
All right, as you run out of the building, you can see exactly what I had described before. This fully armored, think of full plate mail person, but its armor is all rusted out. Even its face guard, everything is all his helmet he's wearing. You can't see inside of it unless you really look to see its face. And you see him. You see that Mrs. Doris she's pulling him out, kind of dragging him. He's heavy, obviously, but she's strong, so she pulls him out. He lands on the grassy area just past the break rocks. As the rest of you approach, Mrs. Doris, you can see that the rest of your group is coming up behind you. Chev kind of walks down slowly, kind of curious, but keeping his distance at first.
Hey, Chev, how long has this guy been floating around outside your jetty?
He looks down, and walks hesitantly closer, and he says, that man was in our jetty?
I found him in the rocks. Saw something shiny.
Walks over and looks down at the body. It's like, well, is it alive?
Well, he wasn't swimming, that's for sure.
At best, undead.
No, he looks just dead.
All right.
Actually, we haven't stolen anything from him yet. That's a classic trope trigger for.
Yeah,
undead.
thank God. None of us
Yeah,
are
wakes
monsters.
up an undead every time, yeah.
All right. Suddenly, the metal. You see it kind of twitches. The whole body twitches.
I was kidding.
What do you guys want to do? It just jerks.
Stab it reflexively.
Just stab it in the throat, yeah.
Vitality lash.
I raise my shield.
Okay, we're gonna.
I move.
Raise shield is wise.
Yeah. I move towards it to help it. Is it like coughing, or anything,
Yeah.
or?
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. You guys are awesome. Some of you guys want to run a ricochet and just attack them.
But
So,
Vitality lash won't hurt the living. It will hurt the dead.
okay. So you're gonna cast Vitality Lash. You're gonna. Somebody said they're gonna stab it.
Reflexively.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
what that
that
means.
makes it better.
Does reflectively cause damage, or are you reflectively second guessing your actions now and don't really want to do it?
No, I'll do it. I'll throw a knife in.
He
I'll
doesn't.
do it with my.
Okay, you're gonna attack. All right, and so here's what I want you to do. I want you to just roll your initiative rolls and tell me the order by which you got this is happening. The three of you.
Okay.
Oh boy. I can't.
Okay.
Just the three of them
I
right
can't
now, because
roll it.
they're the ones who are.
Yeah,
I raised my shield.
Your shield could be up. That's fine.
Woohoo!
I can't roll it.
Okay, you just roll
Oh.
perception. Just roll perception,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
That
sure.
works. Yeah. Initiative's
if-
grayed out.
Yeah. Just roll perception. It's fine.
That makes sense.
Yeah, in the game you have to kind of fight with the what situation are you in?
Yep.
Okay, Gorik, you get to go first. All right, Gorik,
Yeah.
you walk up to this thing. What are you gonna do? It kind of switches a little bit. That's what you see. You get to react first.
Yeah, my reaction is to go up to it and see if it's okay. Like turn it over, and do like a medicine check. See if he's alive.
All right, give me a
Excellent.
medicine. Just give me a medicine check roll.
Okay. That would be. Where are you?
By the way, does anybody have the healing spell? I believe you do, right?
Mhm.
Hey,
All right,
almost as good as I can do.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. All right, Gorik. You turn him over and you start hearing you hear as you get closer inside of the metal. That's probably difficult for everyone else who's farther away. You're
He's alive. He's alive, guys. We need to get him medical attention.
he reaches his hand up and kind of like grabs at your reflexively, like tug, apparently causing damage. He reflexively grabs your hand as he looks at the tug like, don't kill me. No, the man, and as you can hear him, it's hollowed through his metal mask as he's trying to speak loud, but he doesn't seem to have the energy. And he says to you, he says to you specifically, get all the names correctly, Gorik. He says, and the rest of you can barely hear it. He says, Iron Harbor, Rust, ship, all dead, before too late. And then as he expires, he flops lifeless, his hand dropping to the ground.
We have a medic.
Whoa.
Medic.
Someone, go get medic! Quick, hurry! I'll start telling him what he said to me as I'm just like frantically trying to resuscitate him.
What? Iron.
I can switch to a targeted heal.
Yeah.
Rust?
Haven. He said something. He said they're all gone, and we have to stop them before it's too late. I don't know.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the voice that Enlorgarg heard earlier. Maybe.
No, I don't think he wanted to stop Iron Harbor. He was holding this, and I reveal the symbol of
Gorum.
Gorum, the symbol of Gorum that he was holding. He was clutching onto this. I relieved him of it, clutching it like he was a devout of the Iron God.
Well, I'll make a medicine check, see if he's okay.
Okay, give me a medicine check, yeah.
His armor looks all pitted and stuff.
Yeah.
Why is there an Iron Harbor dead in our harbor?
Do you want me to recall knowledge medicine check?
Sure, that'll work fine.
It's public or private?
Do private me. Okay. Okay, as you look, let me get the private roll and see what we're looking at here. All right, what you're going to know about this creature as you stare at it is you're going to know that this man is not only merely dead, he's really most sincerely dead.
Oh no!
Is that mostly dead?
Yeah, he's no, because If he was just mostly dead, that's a whole different story.
He said to play.
That means to bluff.
Clearly.
You need your confidence back.
I'm not a bitch. I'm your life.
Prince Humperdinck took his confidence. All right. So as you deal with the remains of this, Shev walks up and says, "You need to take this. You need to take this to town. We need to figure out. Ask the elders about this." That's what Shev says. His sister.
Shev,
you guys are,
you're a blacksmith, right? How long would it take for armor to look like this in the sea?
to be honest with you, it would take it's salt water. It's going to wear out pretty fast.
Do you think it would take longer than for a man to die in the unprotected in the ocean?
Oh, I would think so.
What did he say
still
about rust?
breathing until a minute ago. What happened to his armor? Why was he still breathing after all that?
Some really bad rusting happened.
It would. I mean, in a get like that, under the worst conditions, it would take still several weeks to get that corroded, and that's if it's sitting at the bottom of the bay.
And he said there was rust, you guys. Rust. Like something did it on purpose. There's magics that could do this.
How was he floating in plate armor?
Hold his breath.
Was he really fat?
I got bubbles that I can
Just
put
particularly
Alan, was he?
up and float. You want to see?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm just saying, full plate armor will sink you down to the bottom.
Unless you got bubbles.
You could do some type of a knowledge check, or you could ask somebody. It's up to you.
Also, maybe
do a
it's very
knowledge
pitted.
check.
Maybe it's less metal now because of all the rusting that happened.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a craft roll? That would work. That would work.
No, it won't. I don't have crafting.
So just give it to me private.
Yeah.
You get to see later on how bad you rolled. All right. As you look at this thing, you're thinking that this armor, as you kind of look at it, I don't know if you want to touch it or not. It's all been rusted and corroded away. You think there's not much armor left.
Okay.
It's
See?
really
It's
bad. Like
rusted.
it's and Shev is like, I've never seen armor rust like that we pulled out of the bottom of we pulled swords out of the bottom of the bay that been there for years that didn't look that bad.
It's magic that did this. I'm telling you.
Well, you're the magic guy.
I'll go and do an Arcana check on him. I think it seems like a good potential use of my.
You're gonna do
abilities.
okay. Give me an arcane. Arcane recall knowledge. That's fine.
I suppose I can just do the arcane knowledge then, huh?
Yep.
Or the knowledge check. Is that
No, just do the arcane one. Yeah, the arcane knowledge. That's
or no?
fine. I can do that.
Yeah, that's one of them, right?
Yep. All right. Yeah, you're looking at this, and you don't think that anything that's happened here makes sense. There's nothing clicking in your brain. It seems odd that this would rust unless this.
So nothing conclusive for Arcana, but
Yeah.
I'm still convinced that it's probably magic. I just don't know what it was.
I mean, one sensible way is that maybe this person found this rusted armor and tried to wear it when it was already well rusted. There's nothing saying that he rusted inside the armor.
It's an interesting idea that somebody else might have.
Yeah. These are just that's kind of what your character came up with.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's when you roll so crappy. That's what you get. You
Sorry.
get what you get. And you don't have a fit. That's what I tell my kids. All right, all right. So Shev is like, well, I'm sure that Elder Joe Hedra is going to want to know about this. She's the town healer. She's a elf or a half elf. I think she's a half elf. Yeah, she's a town healer, and she would probably be able to give you maybe some information about this. Ordwy is also somewhat of a healer. She's a cleric of sorts, but Joe Hedra is really the main one.
Let's bring this body to him.
All right, how do you guys plan on doing that?
Why don't we bring her here? I don't want to be touching this thing.
It is pretty heavy. Starts to try to pull it up a little bit.
I think
Super
it's
heavy.
just smart if we bring her back and just leave this person's body on shore, and we'll come
Is it
back.
on
with it.
shore or are we on a dock?
You're on the shore right now.
You guys,
You're
stay
on
here.
the southern
Like
side.
crazy.
You're on the southern side of the breakwater there. So you're actually right here. To be fair, that's how.
Oh,
Well,
we're
let's make sure the rest of the townspeople don't come near, at the very least.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
let's.
So
Chef, we got that log out of your house. Do you think you could just keep people away from this body for a little bit?
Chef's like, sure. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna run over here anyway.
Poke him with a stick.
No, we just don't want anybody poking around, getting all panicky and asking weird questions.
Chev looks over at his daughters and he says, "Now, Beatrice, you don't go near that man. He's not doing too well." Bianca looks and says,
Yeah. No way.
Bianca says, "That's because he's dead, Dad." And Beatrice says, "Oh, I have to train my parents."
Well, you could always send the girls to go get the elders.
Yeah, that's what the girl Beatrice says. Yeah, she seems very excited about that. Fine, go ahead. And Beatrice says, "Do I have to?" Yes, you have to go with your sister just to keep track of her. She's always gets in trouble. You see the two of them running down the coast. Is there anything else you want to do as the two of them race down the edge of the cove?
Just wait for the elders to come.
All right. You take a little bit of time.
I'm gonna treat wounds on myself. Oh, I'm gonna try. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna
treat
dry out my
wounds on-
clothes.
All right. Well, we're gonna, as the girls ran off, and you guys can go ahead and heal yourself up if you want to. It takes almost no time, relatively speaking, for Orwin and Elder Joe Hedia to come flying up to find you. And in tow with them is Elder Vanus. He's an older gentleman, but he does his best to keep up. He runs. Did you fail your medicine check? Did you cause yourself some damage?
Did you stab yourself in the face?
No, I didn't critically fail.
All right. Well, so you're still not healed up. It's all right. Good try. Good effort. Good try.
Get him the orange slices.
All right. As you are standing over the body, Ordwe first arrives, and she looks over at Brock. She says, "Brock, what is this?" And she kind of walks up with the body, and you see
That's a dead body.
She leans down, and you hear Johedia say from behind, "Don't touch it! Don't touch it!"
It's from Iron Harbor. He said so before he died. Said it was rust.
Whispered something about rust in a ship.
Too
Just a
fast. The
ship.
rust. Like, yeah. It's like ship.
Something about it being too late.
And everyone. He said everyone's gone. Is that what he said?
Yeah, everyone's gone. Everyone died.
Ordway says, "In Iron Harbor, everyone's dead."
Wasn't precise about that. Maybe it was everyone on the ship.
It wasn't
At
exactly.
this point-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's just he wasn't exactly right. He was. It felt like he was kind of babbling. He was very, very hurt and very close to death when he was speaking.
Johedia walks up to behind Ordway and looks over, and it doesn't let Ordway touch the body. And she leans over and she says, "Rusted. He was alive, you say?" She asks, and you probably obviously tell her this.
Yeah, I found him in
yeah.
the rocks. He was still breathing though. Like he hadn't had to been there for more than a day or so.
And he was floating, but look it. And he just like pulls a little bit of the metal right off of the
Yeah, it kind of
stuff.
flakes right off. She says, how do you know that this one's from Iron Harbor? He said so? He was.
Yeah. He said that. We told him.
Yeah,
That's what he told her.
All right. He had this on him. I show her the pendant that he was clutching.
She kind of grabs it just to look kind of partially from her hand, not even taking it out of her hand, just kind of grabbing it with her hand and looking at it.
Yeah, I don't let go. I
Yeah.
just like on reflex, I hold on to it.
Yeah, she goes, Gorham. Oh. Well, this is, and she asks, are you going to let her know what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. What he said was, just to remind for everybody else, is he said, Iron Harbor, Rust, ship, all dead, before, too late. She says, this is ominous. Something is happening to Iron Harbor, but we don't know what.
Also,
Well, words
this
like
morning-
Iron Harbor and Rust should never go together.
Yeah. And also this morning, Enlorgog, he said that he wasn't able to talk to the sea at all. Instead, a voice, a sort of an evil voice, took over, and sort of the horns blocked them, and it sounded like almost threatening. He said that I will see it safely to Osprey, but that is all I can do. That's what he said. Enlorgog said he heard that voice instead of his normal communing with the sea. I wonder if it's related.
Well,
We need a council meeting.
I look at the amulet,
Okay.
and maybe I'll wait till the elders leave.
That's fine. The elders are coming here. They're gonna call for a council meeting,
That sounds smart.
which is actually the entire town is invited.
Hmm.
They call for a council meeting. Is there anything else you want to do between now and the call for the council meeting? As the panic races across Osprey Cove as people hear.
It might be unrelated, but look, we found this on the zombie that was up on the hill. And he'll show them the strange green metal fragment as well.
Yeah, they're kind of confused by that. They don't really know what it is. It seems odd.
Maybe it's unrelated, but
Yeah.
don't want to leave anything out.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and heal.
nothing to do with it.
Gonna give
Tug.
Tug a try. Go ahead, give Tug a try.
Tug, tug.
Roll.
Man,
Yeah.
Ice cold.
Yeah. Rock coming in weak for the heels. That's all right. It's all right.
dice rolls have been shit today.
Well, it's better that it's happening on
That's true.
on a
Non-combat
day when
match?
there's
Oh,
well, it
low
was
stakes.
combat. Yeah.
Not too bad though. Not critical right now.
At least you dealt with they were more or less scavengers. Once you did some damage, they were going to flee. But you did have to cross swords them a little bit.
Hey, that was a rock down.
As you wait for it's about a half hour, 45 minutes. You see the town start gathering over by the blacksmith's house, and you see the blacksmith's wife. Oh, I apologize, I didn't give her a name. My mistake. The blacksmith and his wife and his two daughters began trying to help serve people, and the rest of the town kind of gathers en masse. Think of like 45 to 50 people kind of gathering around here in front of this poor blacksmith's house. Not everyone in town makes it. Some people are busy, and not everybody makes every meeting. But and some people may not feel it's that important from the farm or whatever. But a good number of them show up at the farm or at the blacksmith's home, and they begin having a talking about what happened. They ask you once again, and they're going to ask Gorick, the one who is known for being able to document and keep track of all things in that have happened. They're going to ask you to account for what happened with this fallen man.
Okay. Well, from what we understand, he sailed from Rust, and some sort of rust took over and sank their ship as they were over here. And unfortunately, he seems to be the only one who survived until we found him here. He just kind of explains like what the guy told him in his kind of in the vagaries he said it.
Hmm. You see that Elder Vandus says, "Hey, I would be surprised if he took a ship here. Is it a long way to get here to go around the Shard Shoals there? They're quite difficult to navigate. They could have brought down a ship, but
Well, we found him in the water here, and we thought the salt water could have done this to the armor, but it would have taken far longer than he would have been able to survive here. But we're not too sure what's going on."
Right. Is Anlorgog here?
yeah. First of all, I'll show you. This is Elder Vandus. He calls out. He's also the Jaques stepfather or adopted father, and yes, and Anlorgog comes in, and he's here as well, and he's like, I'm quite afraid that it is true that I did receive an ominous warning, as Anlorgog, from a voice of the sea, and I heard sounds of a terrible horn. Something was being sent or being safely seen to our shores, but for what reason I do not know. This seems very possible that the voices I heard from the winds, from the gods, have spoken about this. But to what cause?
Before we found you passed out in the shore?
I missed what you said. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Was this vision from right before when we found you passed out in the shoreline?
From the night before. That's what he says. Before I passed out, I was speaking to the sea to find out where the fish would be, and instead, the sea answered me with a sinister voice.
Lots of sinister things happening these days.
For what it's worth, it does seem possibly related.
It says, I will see it safely to Osprey, but that's all I can do.
You think it was that body then?
I'm not sure. That's what Elder Anlorgog says. I'm not sure at all. That's when Elder Ordwe says, perhaps we are not going to have no information here. Is there any way that that you could find out what is wrong with him, Johedia? And the elf Johedia, she looks to you and says, "Well, I have done all I could to try to find out what was wrong, but I did not discover anything other than its face being mottled and scarred and almost rusted itself. It may be some kind of infection. That's why I do not wish to get too close to it."
And I tried to detect if it was arcana of some sort, but I did not get anything conclusive.
I guess I'll look at the. I'll show the symbol of Gorham again. I'll say, well, this was on his person. Was this the thing to be seen to shore? Can one of you fancy magic weavers tell me if this thing is a hunk of iron or something more?
You see that Johedia, she says, I am not one for the knowledge of the arcane. I am more of a divine nature, but I could look into it. She takes it and she says, she stares at it for just a brief moment. She moves her hands over the top, enchanting in a prayer, speaking a solemn prayer. It's almost a mutter. She looks and she says, for all the power of Gorham, this icon is merely just a symbol of the power and doesn't contain any.
Can I have it back?
Of course. She hands it back to you.
I pocket it. I go, well, because see, he won't be needing it anymore.
And she doesn't seem to say much to you about that, but that's when another person from town. I didn't give her a name either, so you see the woman Constance. She says, perhaps this is the rise from the ruins of Zed Adorasil. The ruins that are 20 there's ruins 20 hours to the north that are the ruins of Zin Adorasil that are within the Chekakov Isles.
Do you suggest this man is from there, or that something from there affected the town of Iron Harbor?
And she seems to be almost like panic guessing. You know, the woman and this is where
lore.
You have what kind of lore?
Whatever.
Zin Adorasil lore?
Yes.
All right, why don't you give me a roll?
Ooh.
Oh.
It's quite possible. When you think about it, your recollections are that the Zin Adorasil was a powerful location that dealt with very strange magics. But beyond that, you're not exactly sure of all the details. You rolled very badly, so.
Yeah. Like I said, my rolls have been shit.
Yeah, you have not had good roll. I was trying to struggle. I was supposed to like lie to you, or like, I was like I feel like I derail the conversation more than help. Sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not. That's when Elder Van Doos steps in. He says, well, to be sure, Zin Adorasil was indeed the capital of the Rune Lord Belimarius long before Earthfall. But he had moved Zin Adoris to the north. Years and years before the fall, Zin Adoris, the ruins that we see here on our island, are a shell of what it was. In fact, during Earthfall, the whole entire city was caught within a crystalline structure, and Lord Belimarius himself was trapped for thousands of years until just 8 years ago. And so, these ruins that you're so concerned about, Constance, I don't think there's much to worry about there. The true power is from the Rune Lords themselves. And Rune Lord Belimarius, she is across the sea now, not here. She would not come with words of this chaos, and she would come with the might of the Rune Lords. That's what Elder Van Doos says.
Well, how do we find out what happened then?
You see that the elders all exchange worried glances. They're not sure, and that is when Mobel. That's when Mobel. She is the organizer, the farmer, the manager. She's like, well, the only way we're going to find out what's going on is if we just go to Iron Harbor and check ourselves. And you see half the town goes, ooh, like you're all like,
you'd say that.
The rest of the town kind of you have this hushed, kind of like.
I was worried you'd say that.
But who are we going to send? I know. She looks over at you and she says, sometimes I wish I had a silence, Bill. Well, we're gonna have to send someone to go check on it, and one of the elders is gonna have to go as well. The only way to talk civilly is to show Iron Harbor a little bit of power, and with that we have to send one of our elders. And Elder Ordway quickly stands and she says, "I'll do it. I'll go. If I'm the youngest of all of us, and if anybody needs to sacrifice themselves to speak to these people of Iron Harbor, it'll be us.
When we going?
I'll help.
Yeah, I'll come as well.
How do we get there? The sea, it is impassable.
We walk.
It's a shame we can't ask this. It's a shame we can't ask the soggy guy. He made it here from there.
No, he didn't.
I guess. Yeah, no, he didn't.
We're not one
You
piece.
almost did.
Well, something made it all the way here.
I suppose we could walk, but I don't know if there's a path.
There is a path.
Good thing we got the scouty
there.
guy.
Yeah, we do have the landlubber extraordinaire. I know not to go through the straits, and I'm pretty sure I know not to go over the roads, but maybe you can help us there.
Yeah, I got this.
Ordway says the road between here and Iron Harbor hasn't been traveled for years. I don't know what condition it might be in. That's what Ordway says.
Doesn't matter.
She says,
about
If there's a path, I'll find it.
Ordway says, Ben Brock,
Pathfinder. Ha.
I'll ask you to accompany me on this trip. Your role will be to assure that I remain unbiased in my opinions.
And not dead. We can help with that too.
I don't want to make rash decisions, and I need someone to make sure that I don't bring bad tidings back to Osprey Cove from my rash thoughts. Will you be there to help me make decisions, Brock?
Well, of course.
Does
I
it seem
said,
like
when we
she's?
going?
Does it seem like it makes her upset to think about going to Iron Harbor? Like, does it seem like when she's thinking about this, she's like mad?
No, you think she's afraid.
This is Johedra.
No, this is
Ordby.
Ordway.
So it's not like we think she's harboring a bunch of like grudge all those years ago.
No, this is I will show you. This is Ordway right here. There's a lot of people. I'm glad they have art, but it isn't always easy to keep it straight and shown. So there's a lot of art going on right now, and I'm trying to keep a track of it. So that's what she says, and that's when Bo Mel says, "Well, we need to keep track of what's going to be going on this. So we need someone who can journal this adventure and keep a good understanding of the events that happen, so that in the case, Ordway, that you supremely fail, we will have someone to blame." And she smiles. And Ordway grins, kind of laughs, like she broke the tension. Where Ordway feels a little bit about it, and she says, "So Gorick, I'll ask you if you'll attend." This mission.
Yeah, of course. I'll attend.
And to that end, Bo Mel says, "It's a long way between here and there, and a lot of unknowns. I would like to know a lot about what's happening with the flora and east of here, east of Osprey, and their natural resources. Tug, can you go along and make sure that if we're gonna make this journey, that you discover for us anything that we might find that might be useful to us? There's a lot of things that can go wrong. A lot of things that we could find between here and there. It's almost 2 days travel."
Absolutely, I could keep my ear to the ground.
That's when they one of them says, "Well, we need one of the." Instead of saying one, we'll say that Venatus says, "Well, we should use this opportunity to investigate the military prowess of the Iron Harbor fleet. We heard the ship you said was in the Whisper. Perhaps we need someone who knows about boats. Who might that be?" He looks his eyes over at Mrs. Doris.
Well, I know a thing or two about ships. I guess I can go make a introduction. I can be
Excellent.
very persuasive.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, I must agree, Mrs. Doris.
Maybe
We
we'll
all-
even make some new friends.
And you see that at this point, Amergog walks over and leans up gently along the wall that Leofenring is leaning up against, and he says, "I need to be here for the town. There may be more of these undead things that you found. There
No
could be
more
also
sleeping in
more
the
of these
showers.
boggers, or worse, we could run out of beer."
That would be awful.
Oh my god.
He kind of smiles to lighten the mood. He's like, seriously, I need to protect Osprey Cove, but I need the fellowship to have this fellowship to have guidance through these possible dangerous lands. I would like you to lead them.
And I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "On Lorog, old friend, I won't let you down."
Thank you. You make me feel as if I'll have one less thing to worry about then in the morning.
And I'll just
It's at that
nod.
point. It's at that point that Johedia says, "Then it is settled. Then it is settled. We will leave. We will leave the small group of you first thing in the morning. But for now, we must deal with this fallen. And for that, we shall deal with him how we deal with any of our own fallen. We shall meet at the low tide tonight, and we will say our goodbyes."
All right.
Bye.
Sailor to the sea, then. Yeah, that sounds right.
Very well. She looks over at I gotta look at all these names. A lot of them going on here. One day, one pre-adventure, and then it's like, here, nope, memorize all these. She looks over at Ordwe and she says, "Make sure they're ready to go. Make sure they're prepared."
Make sure we have beer.
She turns and kind of puts her head down and slowly walks away, probably to prepare something.
Small cask of Callaway Red.
And as she does so, Ordway looks over at you and she says, "Come with me. We need to at least get you somewhat prepared for this journey. Then, if we're going to travel all the way to Iron Harbor to see what's going on." And with that, the council disperses. Many of the people in town try to peek at the body. They're all curious, and then they scatter. Chev, the blacksmith, is left to keep an eye on the body since it's effectively in his yard. And a few of the other men of town and women of town stick around as Elder Ordwe turns you all to the side. And she takes you all in. And she says, "You must follow me to the tavern. We'll see if we can get you situated." She takes you around the across the town, back toward the tavern where you had just spent the night the previous evening. Not sure why that didn't clear out, but that's okay. There we go.
Yeah, you opened it a couple
yeah.
times, I think.
It's supposed to go off when I turn it off here, but it's fine.
Good.
It's good. All right. She takes you back to the tavern, and she brings you in, and she pulls out a coffer, a box full of coins, and she opens it up, and she hands each of you 3 pieces of gold. She says, "That is to buy whatever you need for the journey for tomorrow. Spend it well if you need it."
I'm
Ooh, a budget. Now we're talking.
I'm offering this up for 3 gold as well. It's an interesting that you had that amount. Do you want this for another 3?
What is that?
It's that tongue leech thing that was like he's got wrapped in the.
This looks pretty cool, huh?
She looks at that.
Look at how cool this is. It's got Brock's blood in it. This thing was trying to eat Brock earlier.
What are you doing with that?
It's gross, right?
Well,
That is
Maybe
the
use it
place
for
out a
medicine
little.
or something.
Orby says, I don't want it.
Maybe you could use it for
Who would
medicine.
want this?
Maybe you could just throw it in the bay.
I think it's worth 3 gold.
Well, tell you what. She gives everybody 3 gold, and she says, "And here's 3 gold.
All right, here you go. I'll give it to her.
And you all get 3 gold." And you see she drops it.
Remember, that's Brock's blood. Be nice. Rude.
I'm gonna do anything but be near this one right now until tonight.
Can I give you a silver for
No,
some pepper?
no. She says she's.
No, I need pepper
No,
pieces.
leave me
I need
alone,
to
you
trade out.
creepy
I'll give you here. I'll give you silver for
She
pepper.
takes the coin box and she sets it down and she says, "Make your own change."
Fine, here. I'll do it honestly. I'll take my.
Well, that's the thing about this town is an honest town. They
Yeah.
they trust each other. And she walks out and she's like, it's not the fact that it was gross. It's the fact that you were carrying it around and it was gross.
It's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
That wasn't some of your best work, I gotta say.
All right. You're
If
going
you
to
got
have some
3
time.
gold for it, that's pretty impressive.
You're going to have some time if you want to shop for anything in town. This is a level 2 settlement. So you can buy anything in town that's level 2 or below with your 3 gold. Of course, anything 3 gold is not going to buy you much
Hey,
anyway.
Brock, what level are you?
What level am I? First level?
What do you mean by level?
He wants to buy you because
Yeah.
you're under level.
Yeah. How much? Personal bodyguard?
I'm already going.
Yes.
You should have told him you could go for 3 gold.
Three.
Too late. Too late. All right, we'll do some shopping.
All right, so take a second to do some shopping, and then we'll be right back to handle this evening's affairs. All right, take a break here, and go. You guys can buy something. Just take a few minutes. Take as long as you need, but
All right, get some crafting formulas. Huh?
okay. You spend the afternoon shopping at some of the stores as you go in and
We
out
use
of
silver for replacement picks.
Yeah. If as you go in and out, the town already faster than you could walk from the inn to the nearest shop. Everyone in town knew that you were leaving the next day for the forbidden Iron Harbor. It's not even really all that forbidden, but it's nobody goes there because it's 2 days
Taboo.
walk away, and
They're
it's
kind of mean.
yeah, and yeah, they nothing in common. Yeah, so. So most of your time as you are purchasing these things, the townies that are around you, the villagers are asking you questions. Are you frightened? Are you scared? What happens if this happens? They start bombarding you with these questions. Everyone, you're suddenly celebrities as you are the ones who are going beyond the Osprey Cove, as most of these people here have rarely, if ever, left Osprey Cove. Now, Mrs. Doris, you probably have left Osprey Cove a few times as you run on board the ships to probably do sailing and delivering, but you could tell me.
Yeah, we'll come right back. We'll be all right.
All right.
I'll just tell them I have no idea what's going to happen. I hope nobody dies.
Oh,
One should hope.
what will happen?
That's
What will
kind of
happen
a
is that-
given when you're setting off on a voyage. Just so you know, we kind of don't try to jinx it when we're underway. A lot of the sailors get real superstitious. You just don't say stuff like that.
Like you're going to die in a fiery doom
Yeah, stuff
or
like
drown
that.
drown at the
but
bottom of the ocean.
Just to be clear, I was saying I hope nobody dies.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
different.
No, I have
Yeah.
this actor friend. They always said that they had to like go and like break someone's arm or something. Is that like that?
I don't know much about actors, but I've broken a few arms.
Hmm.
I see a lot of pirates with broken legs, or at least pegs for them.
Yeah.
This
Maybe it's something like that.
This random person inserting himself into your conversation.
Do you want to come with us? Are you really interested in this?
Yeah, can you swing a sword, bud?
No.
All right, stay home then.
It wanders off. As this person wanders off, you realize you've lived in this town your entire lives and you've never seen that person before, and you'll never see them again. The random ghost in the wind. All right. The day becomes long. The sun lowers in the second half of the sky, kind of precursoring the coming of the evening. You know that the low tide is coming here, and you begin gathering on the beach within the cove. You find yourself gathering outside of here on the beach in the cove. As you near, you see that a pyre has been constructed.
Mm-hmm.
A pyre, and upon the pyre lays the body of the fallen knight. You know that your customs of Kaleen will be a eulogy spoken by anybody who wants to say anything. And then each of you will be given a small drop of ale, a small pull of ale into your cups and mugs. And you pour them into the sea back to Kaleen, to give back a little bit of yourself, a little bit of beer, a little bit of wine, a little bit of alcohol back to him in the ocean before the pyre is set upon.
Lo, there do I see my father.
Cool.
Doris goes, "Was that your dad?"
It's from a show I once saw.
I didn't know this man. None of us did, but in his last breaths, he gave us a warning of something that could be coming. He did this to protect us, and I hope if we do need protecting, we'll all be able to make sure we do that for all of you. He'll drop his wine into the ocean.
Well said. And everyone kind of raises their glasses, but they don't drink. They just raise their glass to you. Anyone else care to say anything?
Yeah, he'll pour a little out, and it says in one of the languages of the sailors that come to visit on the regular. Looking at Mwangi.
Sure.
He says,
Okay.
Okay.
What?
The long ways away.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I'm just looking stuff up.
oh, okay.
You're having
like-
fun with it. That's
Yeah, no,
And I figured,
like,
I figured
wow.
he's learned languages because I've got 5 language slots to fill, and I'm like, I'm gonna pull a couple in from the sailors that have stopped in.
Absolutely. Have fun
But
with
he
it.
probably heard a phrase from one of them at one point, and he repeats it here, and it basically says, "From the sea and to the sea." And he pours
Well
a little bit out onto the sailor.
And everyone lays their glasses and says, well said. One by one, other townspeople come up and say little quips because they don't really know this person, but they also, as a community, want to join in for the acknowledgement of this fallen soldier. Does anyone else here want to say anything on behalf of this fallen visitor, presumably from Iron Harbor?
Well, thank you for the warning. Caden, watch over you.
Rest in peace and harmony.
May Regathian see our vengeance through. We shall find out what is happening.
Mrs. Doris is going to take a pull of some unrelated liquor and toss the beer into the ocean. You know, I wonder if he was here to kill us or to say hello. Bastard got dashed on the rocks anyways. That's how the sea goes.
Johedia walks forward, mug in hand. She takes the torch, an unlit torch, and she hands it to you, Mrs. Doris, and she says, hold this.
Yeah, all right. Is it full of liquor?
She stands upon the wind. She ignores you.
I might take a sip.
And she's used to it. Johedia stands upon the wind-cut stones overlooking the blue waters of the Kindred Coast. A tankard hanging from her belt, salt threads of her blonde hair. She raises her voice over the surf. As the people of town have taken their opportunity to speak well of not only the dead, but of the people of this community who are going to be doing this mission, she will end this eulogy and so end the process. She steps forward, clasping hands, a beer on her belt. She says, "Friends of Osprey Cove, brothers and sisters of Santui's dream, we welcome you to come together to send this man in peace. We do not know this man's name," she says. "He came to us as the tide brings the wreckage, silent, broken, heavy with sorrow. No kin to claim him, but he came from the east, from Iron Harbor, Gorham as his guide, and that is enough to say he was one of ours. Yes, one of ours." She looks as people give questioning glances to her. She proceeds. "Before there was Iron Harbor, before there was Osprey Cove, there were two ships fleeing the chains of Riddleport, two siblings, two visions, but one shore. We have let that story sour in our mouths for too long," Johedia continues. "This stranger bled the same salt as we do. He walked the same kindred coast. Whatever feud we have nursed across the years, it did not matter when he fell. Osprey Cove does not ask which banner you serve when you ask for aid. We are servants of Caden Kaleen, the drunken hero, the accidental god, the patron of brave fools and free souls. Caden teaches us that courage need not be polished, that freedom is worth a battered ship, and that no one should die alone and forgotten. This man did not die alone, but he did die without a name. So we will give him what every soul deserves, a name and memory, if not in birth. We will call him Kindred, for that is what he was. Let Iron Harbor train its blades, let Osprey Cove tend its nets. We have glared across these waters for generations, each thinking the other lost to pride or softness. Yet here lies proof that our fates are braided together more than we would admit. If strangers stagger from the east seeking sanctuary, then something stirs, and we must rise. Caden Kaleen rose to godhood on a dare, drunk and laughing. He did not ask permission to become more than he was, and perhaps this is our dare, our chance to become more than a pair of squabbling villages clinging to the past. She looks over and puts her hand on Mrs. Doris's shoulder. And then she looks to the rest of you. She says, "Now we send his ashes to the wind and the waves. We will pour good ale into the sea and better ale into our bellies. When we rise and we raise our cups, we will not toast Osprey Cove or Iron Harbor. We will toast freedom, second chances, and the man who died to remind us that we are still kindred. She walks up and stares down at the man, and then she calls for you, Doris. She signals for you to light your torch.
Yeah, all right. I'll light it.
She looks down, and as she speaks now directly to the fallen, she says, "May Caden greet you with an open tavern door, kindred. May your tankard be never empty. May your scars become the stories worth telling. And may we be brave enough to listen." And she signals for you to light the pyre as she pours her entire glass upon the fallen.
Well, all right. I'll light the pyre. To the sea then. But I'm having some of this. And I drink half the tankard and pour half of the rest onto the body.
As the pyre lights up, swollen with fallen drops of liquor, and from the dried wood, it bellows in flame. It takes not more than a minute before it starts pretty much being on flame. So much so that you all need to step back. The fire reaches up to the sky, the smoke trailing out, leading somewhere, leading east. As the smoke blows that way, pointing away to where you'll be heading in the morning, pointing your way to where you will discover, one way or the other, the truth of this Iron Harbor man. And that's where we'll end. We'll begin next week, early in the morning, heading out. Until next time, thanks for joining us for episode 1. Peace. This has been Rusthenge, and we hope that you enjoyed us. Please do like and subscribe if you had a good time. And if you didn't, just like and subscribe and we'll forget it.
Comment.
Don't
and tell us.
Thanks very much. Have a great night. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
I